Hey everybody, how are y'all? Happy Wednesday. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we are here to discuss The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 6, Episode 8. And guys, I have to be honest, I won't be before you long because this episode was a bit fillerish. If you ask me, not a whole lot happened, and I can only do but so much arguing. I'm like, is anybody having fun on this trip? Can we get maybe a few hours of them not arguing? Because my God, you guys flew 15 hours to be bickering, like enough already. But guys, come on in the room. Come on in the room. We are live. We are live. Come on in. How are y'all feeling? I hope you guys are feeling good. Okay, so you have not watched the episode yet, but you're here. Well, I'm happy that you're here. I'm loving that you're here. It was your birthday last week, and if I didn't forget, right? Yeah, am I on point? It was your birthday. Happy belated birthday. I hope it was amazing. But yes, I'm glad that you are in here. Yes, ready to cut up. South Africa's in the room. We have London. Yes, come through London. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. When I tell y'all, everybody here in New York, we are all on cloud nine. Baby, a blue wave, honey. I said, thank you, Jesus, honey. Won't he do it? Okay. But yes, just God is too good, okay? Find, some hope in these times, but we won big last night in New York, y'all. How are y'all feeling? How are y'all feeling? Okay, we have Edinburgh in the house. It was a decent episode. Honey, won't he do it? Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, he's very nice looking. Listen, y'all, come on in. They spent a beautiful trip just arguing. I agree. I'm over it. I'm like, all right, let's go back to Salt Lake City. I feel like they've argued more in on this trip than they have in SLC. Is it just me? But was anybody else a bit tired? And also, I have secondhand embarrassment with the way they are cutting up. And to do this in front of the crew, Captain Jason, it's so embarrassing. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna just say this: it's not going to be a super long live because yeah, this episode didn't do it for me. Yes, Bronwyn annoyed me the entire. Okay, we see each other. Bronwyn annoyed the you know what out of me. I was so irritated with her. She's getting on my nerves. Angie annoyed me. I said, Angie, it's showing that you're also a snake and you can't hold water. Because, girl, what was the point? Like, for you to do that? I think that Angie is very messy, and I'm tired of her trying to come at it like, no, I just want to tell people because it's not right that you talk behind people's backs. Girl, you're just as messy, too. That was a petty move. We'll talk. We're going to talk about all of it, y'all. We're going to talk about all of it. Okay, you said it's not going to be a long live. 3 hours later. Okay, you see how y'all do me. Look at y'all reading me. We're only 3 minutes into this live, and you are reading me down. I'm screaming. You said Angie showed her slit. Captain Jason's ready to throw them overboard. I know. Yeah, no, Bronwyn. I understand your point, right? But no, Bronwyn annoyed me. I guess I'm tired of Bronwyn. It feels like she's always the victim. Does that make sense? I just think she's always the victim. Oh, hey, Jameer. Jameer, how are you? Jameer, I just want you to know my heart goes out to you and your family. I watched the replay of my Potomac live on Monday because I was responding back to comments. So I saw the replay and I saw that while I was talking, you had told people in the chat that a loved one had passed away. I didn't see it, but I just want to say to you personally right now, my condolences to you and your family. I'm sending you so much love, so many prayers up. So prayers up to you. Thank you for being in the chat. Okay, so sending you a lot of love, Jameer, a lot of love. Thank you, Jameer, for all that you do in these chats. Lisa is forever the victim. Yeah, but so is Bronwyn, though. So is Bronwyn. Yes, guys, let's lift up Jameer. Jameer, just we are all sending you so much love, praying for you. We really are, and I'm so happy that you're in the chat. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Yes, honey, we appreciate Jameer for holding us down. We sure do. We sure do, Jameer. Jameer, when I tell you, you really just you run a smooth, tight ship in this here chat. Okay, y'all. So are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready for the live, for the recap, honey? Oh, when I tell y'all, y'all are so sweet in the chat. Yeah, oh, I'll be whacking everybody. I'm gonna be whacking everybody. Oh, of course, Jameer. Our hearts go out to you, and just again, sending you so much love. We really are. Yes, honey. Jameer does not play. He will block a hater like sure and will, honey, and will. So, guys, let me say this. Everybody, for the most part, is getting whacked because everybody tried it. Mary tried it. I don't know why she went off on Meredith like that on the beach. I said, girl, what is this all about? But like, what is going on? Oh, you said accept Mary. And here I am saying, oh yeah, Mary's going to get it too. Mary gets away with a lot of her stuff, but I'm not here for it, okay? Okay. Yes, Mary came out of nowhere with all that. I said, wait, what? All right, y'all. So let's start off with the recap. So we start off the episode. It's day 2 of Heather's yacht trip from hell, I might add. And it's the next morning. And we see that Bronwyn slept on the top deck. I don't know if it was just me, but instantly I was already annoyed with Bronwyn. I feel like it was so attention seeking. I'm on a super yacht. I'm not sleeping on the deck. Period. Your beef with Britani is not that deep where you had to fear for your life that you need to sleep on the deck. Also, girl, they have a living room area with a couch. You could have slept on the couch inside. For you to sleep on the deck, it reeked of attention-seeking behavior. And again, I'm trying with Bronwyn, but Bronwyn can be very irritating. I'm so sorry, but I said Bronwyn already. She said the AC was broken on Watch What Happens Live. Okay, well, I would have had them bring out a little fan for me, and because I'm not gonna sleep outside. And then it rained outside too. Like personally, I would have slept inside with the fan on. That's just me. Okay, we said the same thing. All right, we felt the same way. Yes, I wouldn't have slept on the deck either. Yes, same here. Okay, so we're all on the same page about Bronwyn and this behavior. Because listen, honey, it would not be me. I would be in that bed or I'd be on a couch. So now we cut to Heather and Whitney in their room. Heather says that she's jittery and hungover. And Whitney's like, yeah, you did drink a lot. So now Heather's like, what even happened last night? May I tell you something? I can't stand somebody who gets completely messed up. And then they're all like, oh, what happened last night? It's like, you don't need to be drinking that much if you can't remember. Because one thing about it, I can still remember what I did, even if I was 3 sheets to the wind. Okay. So I'm just like, girl, you are too grown to sit up here and get this drunk and then not remember what you did and said. You showed your entire behind last night, Heather. So now you have Whitney saying, oh, you were such a baller last night. I said, Whitney, that's baller behavior. I said, girl, I said, y'all just saying anything because nothing about how Heather acted was baller anything. It was weirdo energy. Sitting up there gaslighting Lisa, but then saying, I'm your friend, talk to me, stop. Yes, Heather knew exactly what happened. Exactly. Like, So now Heather says the thing with Lisa is she's our good friend, and I don't want to look at her. I don't want her to look at our friendships like it's a scorecard, counting our money, knowing all of our dirty deeds. I said, but y'all all do that. Don't act like it's all Lisa. You guys all count each other's pockets. Y'all all throw shade about each other. So don't do that. Heather, you're very sneaky with how you do things, but you also dig up dirt on people too. And if I'm being really honest with you, I find it funny that all of a sudden you're now Team Bronwyn. We all know that you can't stand Bronwyn. So it's suspicious to me that all of a sudden you like Bronwyn now, and now you're on the outs with Lisa. It's giving that you're the one behind the rumor about Bronwyn's charges. Because again, I'm not buying this newfound love and affection for Miss Bronwyn Newport when you couldn't stand her. You have been saying for since season 5, how you find her to be annoying, weird, something's off about her. Now all of a sudden it's, oh yeah, I like Bronwyn, I feel sorry for her. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. And it's too easy to pin this on Lisa because Lisa does look guilty. But in this case, I don't think that Lisa would be so stupid to do this. Just my opinion. So now Heather goes on to say, if she's a friend, then be a friend. I said, girl, why don't you be a friend? Because what you were doing the night before was not friend behavior. So anyhow, Whitney says, you were down on the pad talking to her for a long time. Heather says, yeah, I kept telling her, listen to me. This is where we're at. She kept denying it, saying I didn't do it. So now we see a flashback of last night. They're sitting down on the pad in the water. And Lisa is crying. She's like, don't you ever ask me to admit to something that I would never do. So now Heather's like, you're the source of the dirt. That's what I think. I think that you feed it and you keep your hands clean. I said, Heather, baby, that's you. First of all, Heather, you could never accuse me or have me to admit to anything. Not when you're the same woman who lied about your black eye for over a year. You sat up there and almost pinned it on production. You sat up there talking about, oh yeah, production might have hit me in my eye. Bravo did a whole investigation. You could have gotten somebody fired. You could have gotten your show canceled off of your lie. So you are not the moral authority to try to check anybody on who's lying and who's not. And if Lisa, I wish that you were more articulate, and I wish that you would really go back and just read Heather for Phil, because that's what Heather could never talk to me or press me about anything. Sorry, Heather, thank you. She never interrogated Jen Shah ever. Jen Shah would scream in her face, curse her out. Jen called her Shrek. You know, baby, Jen was talking to her all sorts of crazy, and all Heather did was cry. Now she wants to talk crazy to Lisa. It's like, this doesn't make any sense to me. This is really wild. Y'all, this is not about being a fan or not a fan of whoever. Let's just talk facts. Heather does not have the right to question or accuse anybody of anything. Andy asked her, the whole cast asked her in season 3, how did you get that black eye? Was it Jen? Did you fall down and bang your head? What happened? She sat up there and told 10 different stories to her castmates, to production. Andy pressed her on it at the season 3 reunion. And she lied to that man and said, Andy, I banged my eye on the faucet because I was washing my face drunk. And then finally, only because Monica knew her tea, she wanted to get ahead of it before Monica said it. So that's why she admitted it in season 4 at the season 4 reunion. But you're a liar. And don't you ever get beside yourself and press anybody on whatever. I just said Lisa is better than me because I would have paid you dust. Don't talk to me. Leave me alone. Get out of my face. So anyhow, Lisa says, I would never effing do this. So Heather's like, everybody tells you everything about everybody. So now Lisa's like, why is it that I'm getting blamed for everything? So Heather's like, because if I need info on people, I go to you. So now Lisa's like, are you effing kidding me right now? I work so hard. So now Heather says all she had to do was admit it, but she refused to be honest, and that's changed our dynamic. No, girl, your dynamic has changed because you're a weirdo. Baby, when I tell y'all, I will stand 10 toes down from now until forever. When it comes to Heather and Lisa, Heather was fanned out. She wanted to be Lisa's best friend because she is obsessed with Lisa Barlow. You could feel how you want to feel about it, but I have been saying that since the beginning. This is a classic case of somebody getting the cool person to befriend them for them to turn on them immediately. That's what this is. You changed your own dynamic by this weirdo behavior, Heather. You said she was a snitch at church. I'm screaming. She definitely was. Definitely giving the goody two shoes, the teacher's pet, very loser behavior. Very the pick me, very much always been a loser. I can't, yes, she's jealous and envious of Lisa. Exactly. It's ridiculous. Lisa should just say, I've done this in the past, but this time it wasn't me. Yes, if Lisa said that, but you know what though? In this case, it wouldn't even help her out because Heather is so hell-bent on pinning this on her. So it wouldn't even help. Yes, Heather gives single white female. Heather is the gossip church lady. Exactly. So anyhow, Heather says, I hope our friendship can withstand me calling her out on it, but I don't know if it will. Girl, the friendship would be over. Like I wish you would play in my face, tell me that I'm, the person planting dirt, plotting stories, setting people up. You're accusing me of doing something so horrible and you want us to be friends? Let's not forget how she called Lisa a moron in the last episode. You wouldn't call me a moron and we're still friends. You wouldn't be chasing me around and I told you get out of my face and we're still friends. You would not be gaslighting me and saying I hope we're still friends. Absolutely not. Heather, and like I said in the last recap, you're very lucky that Lisa had restraint, because when you kept following her around like that in those last few minutes, that was troubling. When people say leave them alone, leave them alone. And you're also lucky that when you and Lisa had this conversation in that flashback that we just saw, you're lucky that Lisa did not push you into that water, because a lot of people would have. So girl, you're really playing around. So now Heather says, I want to give us both some space to recover and assess the damage of our friendship. Heather, for the love of God, stop calling this a friendship. This is not a friendship. It's not. So let that go. So anyhow, Lisa says, we cut to Lisa in her room with Meredith. Lisa says that she learned a lot last night, who people really are, and it's effing ugly. She says nobody normal would say, just admit it. She says that's not questions, that's not friendship. She says it's effing BS. So now she says, I hope that everybody wakes up and feels horrible because because they accused me of where am I in my notes? I apologize. Give me 1 minute. Oh, she says, I hope that everybody wakes up and feels like ish because they were awful to their friend and they can move on, meaning they were awful to her. So now Lisa says the fact that nobody at this point can be like, Lisa would never do that. Why are you saying that? It's effed up. So Meredith is upset and she's like, what do you think I said last night, Lisa? Just because I don't use the same language as you does not mean I didn't make the same point. So Lisa says, it's so different. It's a different level of support. Meredith says, please don't say I don't support you. I'm sitting here trying. I'm the only one trying. And that makes me angry and it hurts me. Now, Meredith, that voice was raised. She said, girl, don't play in my face like this. Like, baby, I've stood 10 toes down for you. Don't do me. And I understand why Meredith felt that way, because Lisa, you do have to admit that Meredith does have your back. She was the only one comforting you at that table the night before in last week's episode. She made sure that you were okay. She was trying to tell them all to back up off of you. So she has had your back. When Heather and Whitney tried to turn you against her, you weren't falling for it. So again, I feel like, Lisa, you need to give your friend some credit because she does have your back. Yeah, I would have gotten pissed off too. Because it's like, don't play me. I've been there for you. And also, Lisa, let's not forget that you almost tanked your friendship with Meredith when you had that hot mic moment. So, be happy that Meredith is still your friend after what happened. So not too much on Miss Meredith because she's your only ally. So, I understood Meredith and her frustration because I would have been pissed off at you too. I would have had to raise my voice at you too. Like, girl, you will not sit up here and play me like this. I'm your only defender and supporter. Yeah, she's right there with her. So now, and also one more thing, Lisa, let's not act like you're the world's biggest defender when other people are in the hot seat. You will leave folks out high and dry too, Miss Mama. So don't act like, if the shoe were on the other foot, that you would have merit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I got to be fair, Lisa. In prior seasons, we've seen you not stick up for people when they've been in the hot seat. Just saying. Yes. And no, and also let's hold on. Can we talk about this? I'm very big on setting the tone in the morning. I like a calm morning. Don't come in my ear first thing in the morning talking crazy, talking loud. Don't bring up anything. A good rule of thumb I've always heard, don't ever bring up bad news or a heavy conversation before 8 a.m., no, before 9 a.m. or after 8 p.m. Like, there's a window of when we can have a conversation about certain things. Do not start my morning. Do not try to ruin my morning. My mornings are peaceful. They're calm. They're good. Don't sit up here calling me up with any BS, because I promise you, you will see a different side of me. And Lisa, you tried it in that bed. Nobody wants to wake up to that. So Meredith was right to get you together. Like, girl, don't come in here with this. Yes, I'm not a morning person either. I need to warm up. Exactly. Yeah, I just feel like your mornings set the tone for the day. And if you start off with on a bad note, it's like the energy flows throughout the day, and your day is bad. So I have great mornings. I have great days. So don't come at me with any craziness. I had somebody do that a few years ago. They called me. We're not friends anymore, but they called my line early in the morning they were upset about something that they thought happened. And I said, one, you're wrong. And two, don't you ever call my phone up at this hour to say, I ripped them a new one. I ripped them. Don't ever, I promise you, don't ever play with me in my mornings. Don't do it. No, I'm serious. Yes, the morning does start the rest of the day. It's so true. No, I'm serious. It's like, don't do that. You calling my phone up at 8 a.m. and then you have all your facts wrong on top of that, and now I have to get you together. I was like, oh, absolutely not. Don't do it. Yes, don't do it. Exactly. So anyhow, we're back on the deck. And Bronwyn says she slept on the deck last night because things are not good with her and Britani. And I said, now, Bronwyn, you started the whole thing with you and Britani. Now, I know that we get on Britani about being a deadbeat mother, but in this instance, you were wrong. Like, what you did was petty and it was shady. And Bronwyn, I noticed one thing about you. You low-key give me a little bit of, I don't know if bully is the right word, but I find it interesting how you keep picking on somebody who you deem as weaker than you, because it's definitely like Britani is the punching bag. And for you to act like you couldn't sleep next to her in the bed, I'm like, girl, but you started the whole thing with her in the first place. There was no reason for you to throw her under the bus like that. So, girl, you created this mess on your own. So she says, Britani's mad at me for telling everybody what she said, and I'm irritated with her for running her mouth in general. I said, okay, Bronwyn, it's a chop for me. I said, Bronwyn, I'm sorry, girl. You were wrong for what you did, and for you to sleep on the deck because you don't want to face Britani, I guess. So now, Bronwyn says a pool chair is not the most comfortable thing as for a bed. And I said, well, duh. Sorry, girl, you just look foolish being on a super yacht and sleeping outside on the deck. Like, I don't have anything for you with that. You chose to do that, so that's on you. So now we cut to Angie and Whitney on the deck, and Angie feels a lot better. I said, thank God. So she says she feels like she missed out on a great night. I said, girl, you heard all that arguing. You didn't miss out on anything. You and Mary actually had the best night. So now we have Britani and Heather come out to join them. And we have Heather asking Angie how she's doing. Angie says she feels a lot better and she hopes to have a good day. So now Lisa comes over to join them and she's like, oh, look who's back from the dead, referring to Angie. So none of them speak to her, it's silent. I said, now, Lisa, if I were you, I would have paid them dust. Like, I would not be talking to anybody, especially Heather. I would have gone somewhere else. I would have gone to the other side of the boat and just been by myself versus saying hi to them. The way they were so eager to play in your face and not speak to you, I said, all right, girl. So anyhow, we now see Angie, Heather, and Whitney. They all leave because Lisa's there. They leave to check on breakfast, and it's just Lisa and Brittany sitting by themselves now. So you have Brittany's asking Lisa how she's feeling, if she's good. Lisa says, "Oh yeah, I'm good. We're good. I'm fine." And she says, "I would tell you if you weren't good." So now Brittany's like, "Have you talked to Heather?" So Lisa says, "I love Heather, but what happened last night was not okay." Brittany says, "The thing that bugs me is that Bronwyn and I were in a pretty good spot, and it's like she never hung out with me before. Then she asked me to go shopping before the trip, and for her to turn on me like she did." Now, mind you, as they're talking, Bronwyn is on the top deck and she's directly above them, so she can hear what all of what they're saying, right? So she's getting annoyed listening to them, and so Brittany says, "Yeah, she used me because she was like, oh, I'll be so nice to you to get this out of you, and then she used it against me." So Lisa's like, "Brittany, you've seen her do this to you before. You're responsible for yourself. Like you should know better. Next time, don't open your mouth to Bronwyn." And Brittany, I said the same thing. You know better because Bronwyn set you up to get read by Angie K last season with the whole high body count read. So, girl, next time when it comes to Bronwyn, keep your mouth closed. So we have Lisa. Lisa says the bottom line is I've never done anything to Bronwyn. She says that she lied about me regarding the grandparents last year. She made people believe that I hurt her daughter. She is the one who asked me to reach out to the grandparents and to facilitate the meeting, and it's in writing. So now we see the text messages from production. We do see that Bronwyn did ask Lisa to facilitate a meetup with Gwen's grandparents. And I'm gonna just say this. I don't want to hear anything more about that whole situation. I'm tired of it. I feel like we've beat it with a dead horse. It's enough already. I do want to say one more thing. As they're talking and Bronwyn's getting visibly upset on the top deck, did anybody else feel like Bronwyn, not that she did not have the right to be upset, but if I get into it with somebody and we happen to be in close quarters, I'm not going to be surprised if I should pass by them or overhear them talking about what happened between us. Like, that is normal. Can we all agree in the chat that we do talk about what went down from the night before, especially if it was an argument? Like, that's not anything that's out of the norm. Bronwyn getting upset saying they're talking ish about me. I didn't really see that as talking ish. I thought that was just like they're recapping what happened last night. Also, Bronwyn, the same way you vent about them when they piss you off, they're doing the same thing. I didn't think they were saying anything so egregious that warranted your response, in my humble opinion. Yes, a debrief is normal, especially on Housewives. Exactly. But I feel like, but we all do that though. Okay, so let's say we're all at a party, right? And you and I get into it. We're still around each other. If you pass by me talking to somebody else, you're going to overhear me saying, "Oh my gosh, can you believe that?" And if I walk past you, I would hear you saying, "Can you believe that? Like, she did and I didn't do that." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's normal. Bronwyn's acting like that was the worst thing in the world. We all do that. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I just felt like you said she was cranky from sleeping in the rain. Probably. Yeah, they had every right to talk. But Brown's been popping her gums too. So they all do it. So anyway, you said, right, just blowing off steam. They had yes, you know what? You're right. It's very true. They had a right to talk, but she had a right to be upset about it. You know what it is? Bron was getting on my nerves. Bronwyn is getting on my nerves, and she was really trying it in this episode. I think what really pissed me off was her sleeping outside on the deck. All right, y'all. So, but I will say this though, I don't want to hear anything more about the whole grandparents story. I forgot all about that. So I'm like, Lisa, why even bring it up? Like, just leave it alone, please. And we know that Bronwyn's going to harp on that for the next 30 minutes, which she did. I said, my God. So anyhow, we do see Angie and Mary check on Bronwyn. Bronwyn says, Lisa and Brittany are talking about me, and now they go downstairs to the mid deck. So now they're all sitting at the table about to eat breakfast, and you have Angie says, oh yeah, Mary and I missed out last night. We need a full-on update. So now Bronwyn says, Brittany does the same stuff that she always does. I reached out to her to go shopping. She told me that Meredith has seizures and crashes out and screams at her. And then she gets mad at me and says I threw her under the bus and I don't want to sleep with you and I'm okay because I don't want to be in that room either. Bronwyn, just admitted that what you did was messy because there was no reason for you to bring up how Brittany was venting about Lisa or Meredith. You did that to be messy. Like, you don't like Brittany. You enjoy treating her like the punching bag of the group. Like, just let's call it what it is, but don't sit up here and act like you're upset. You can't understand why Brittany's mad at you because what you did was grimy, girl. Like that was messed up. So now we have the breakfast looked really good too, by the way. Like, my mouth was watering. They had pudding, they had the scrambled eggs, the bagels, the lox. Chef's kiss. Potomac, take notes. And you guys are, because this trip in Nevis, y'all are doing that. So anyhow, we have Meredith coming out to join them. Heather, Whitney, Lisa, and Brittany come out. So they're all at the table. So it's tense. And now Heather says, guys, I think we should have a break today, have some fun. Today's the day of adventure. We're going to Tobago Cays. It's like a famous beach for snorkeling, swimming, and sunbathing. So then she says, tonight for dinner is going to be zombie night. So now Angie says, I don't know if yacht life is for me because, we know she got sick. Mary says, yeah, it's definitely not for you. And now we have Heather saying, Mary, you were a good friend to Angie last night. And now you have Bronwyn say, oh, Mary, since you were so nice to Angie, can I come to your room tonight? Mary had me screaming. She was like, no, two's company, three's a crowd. You can't. So now Brittany says, you can sleep with me. I won't hurt you. And Bronwyn says, I don't want to. I'm not interested in sleeping with you. Now, my thing is this, Bronwyn. It's not that deep for why you can't sleep in the same bed as Brittany. I don't know why you travel 15 hours to spend the next 3 or 4 days sleeping on the deck. That's not comfortable. That's stupid. Like, does that make sense? You just hate this lady so bad you can't sleep in the bed with her for the next 2 days. Like, I just say it's, again, y'all, it is so very attention seeking to me because I'm not going to be on a super yacht sleeping on the deck. I'm not doing it. My butt's going to be in that king size bed, period, with the 1,200 thread count sheets. Okay. With my room service and my, and everybody on the crew catering to me with champagne and food. I'm not sitting up there on any deck sleeping. So, Bronwyn, you want to play these dumb games? Fine. I was just like, my God, don't they have a sofa somewhere inside? You said when I saw Brittany put her suitcase on the bed, I was so mad. Oh my gosh, that irked my spirit too. I feel like no outside clothes on the bed. You don't sit on your bed with your outside clothes. Absolutely not. Suitcases on the bed is a no. Oh my gosh, no, that thank you for pointing that out because that really I was like, ugh, I started shaking when she did that. I was like, Brittany, you don't put your suitcase on the bed. That's disgusting. Oh my gosh. That's how you get like rashes and break out because you don't do that. Your suitcase is all dirty. It's been all rolling all over the floor and the ground and you put that on the bed. Oh my gosh. No, that did irritate my spirit. Exactly. You do not sit on your bed with outside clothes. Baby, I am don't ever sit on my bed with outside clothes. I promise you that will be your last time in my home. Y'all have me screaming in this chat. Honey, the shade of it all. Listen, No, true. No home training. It's not even about being a germaphobe though. Like that's no, like that was normal. Like I don't even look at it as being a germaphobe. Some stuff is it's just like I thought everybody knew that. You know what I'm saying? Like that everybody should be following that. I mean, I hate to sound like, everybody got to do it my way, but some things that should be universal that nobody should be doing. Nobody should be putting their outside clothes on the bed or their suitcases on the bed. Whether you're in a hotel, when you come back from vacation, don't put your luggage on the bed. I don't care if you're black, white, green, blue, purple, whatever race, creed, nationality, religion, nobody should be putting their outside clothes or their suitcases on the bed. That's my PSA for today, okay? Yes, never anything dirty on the bed, exactly. Some people were raised to be clean everywhere else but their house. That's very true too. No, it's true, y'all. It's true. Honey, I had to tell everybody, honey, this is a message for everybody. I don't care about your socioeconomic status. I don't care if I don't care how much money you have in the bank. You don't put your luggage on the bed, and you don't wear your outside clothes on your bed either. Okay? That's just me though. Who puts their shoes on the bed? I know people don't put their shoes on the bed. Oh, yes, we live in listen, New York is too dirty to be putting your outside clothes. You're on the subway, trains, taxis, Ubers, and then you stop. Okay? Oh my Lord. No, that's very trifling. I agree. Wait, the Kardashians go to bed with their shoes on? Who? Ciao. Hi, the life of Samad. Thank you for the super chat. Lisa let herself be Katie'd by Heather. Yes. Shout out to Mean Girls. Hey, the life of Samad. Thank you for the super chat. Lisa got Katie'd by Heather. # Mean Girls. Oh, I agree with you. Oh, you said trigger warning pets in the bed though. Listen, I don't have pets. Shout out to the pet owners. I have my opinions on that. I'm not listen. I don't want to start a fight because, baby, the way y'all will sit up here and tussle in this chat, I don't want to trigger any fights. Please don't trigger any fights in this chat. Listen, y'all. I'm not okay. Wait, no. I see y'all. I see. We have if I ever got a pet, that's where I would be. That's how I would feel too. Okay, exactly. Okay, all right. Okay, so we see each other. But I said, y'all, yes, honey. I said, I do not want to offend the pet owners. I don't want to offend anybody. Even though I always seem to offend somebody. Oh, you know it, honey. The replay crew is gonna get me. Oh, let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. Honey, I don't want yes, honey, wrong road. The pet owners are about to get me, honey. Oh my gosh, y'all have me screaming. Y'all have me screaming. You said somebody's kissing their dog in the mouth as you speak. Y'all better stop before you get me in trouble, okay? Oh my gosh. So now we have Bronwyn saying that Britani brought the crew into this. She says, the last time I saw you, you were trying to get the crew to come downstairs with you. Britani says, no, I wasn't. They played the tapes back, and Britani was asking Captain Jason for a tour. So now Bronwyn says, did you not tell Captain Jason that you want to get out of here? And Britani's like, no. Now, Bronwyn, I mean, is Britani annoying? Yes. I'm tired of her pick-me ways too. But you know that Captain Jason does not want her. So whether she did say that she wanted to, do something with him, why do you care? And two, you know it's not happening. That's why I was so happy when Lisa jumped in and Lisa was like, enough with all this. Like, he does not want her. I could not stop laughing. I said, I know a lot of y'all can't stand Lisa, but Lisa ate that one little thing, honey. She was like, baby, he doesn't want her. So what are we even talking about? Like, he doesn't want her. And Brittany's face was stuck. I said, Brittany, that's what you need to hear. I could not stop laughing. So now Lisa's like, I feel bad for Captain Jason. I would not want my name dragged around in a conversation that I'm not a part of. You don't do this to people. So now Bronwyn says, oh, come on. I can't even sit on the deck without you talking about me, saying that I'm a snake. I've done this to Brittany before. And Lisa says, but you did. So now Bronwyn brings up the whole grandparents thing again. I said, oh my gosh, can we please leave that whole grandparents thing? Can we leave that in last season, please? Like, I don't want to talk about that again. Like, enough. We've beaten that like a dead horse. It's enough already. Yes, Lisa did eat. Lisa ate that one little thing. She ate that one. Even no, Brittany was too stunned to speak. Brittany was like, damn, she was. Her face was cracked because Lisa was like, girl, that man don't want you. What are we even talking about right now? He don't want you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, listen, when I tell you nobody cares about those grandparents. Child, you said she's lying. She never slept on the deck. That's a safety violation. Child. Yeah, we're talking about the grandparents again. Bronwyn says, do not talk about my child or her grandparents ever again. Now, I'll say this though. Lisa did not say anything bad about Gwen. She just said, Bronwyn did want me to reach out to the grandparents, but Bronwyn, I know that you're upset. You guys did agree that Lisa would never bring it up again. But in all fairness though, Lisa did not talk about your daughter. She mentioned the grandparents, but she did not say anything about your daughter. You know what I'm saying? So now Lisa's like, I'm not talking about your kid. Bronwyn gets up like she was gonna slap Lisa or something. That's my thing. If you're mad, please just sit. If we're both sitting down, please sit down. Like, don't get up. If you want me to walk away, I will pay you dust. We will never speak again. If you get up, if we're sitting down talking and you get up like you want to fight, conversation is over. I'm not going back and forth with you. It's over. Sit down. If I'm sitting down, sit your behind down. Please, please, please. Yes, let's use our words. Exactly. Police will be called. That's very true, though. That is very true about Lisa's standards, talking about her kid. Just like Angie talking about the shampoo, was talking about her kid. Lisa bends the rules to her will. That's a fair point. We're not even going to tussle. That is true. Because Lisa did the same thing with the whole Angie and the shampoo. She sure did. Listen, I'm here for it, honey. Call it out. Child. If you get up, we're throwing hands. You said sit down because if I get up. So now, what happened? Where am I? Sorry about this. Okay, so Mary says, this would be a great time for Angie to get sick again and go back to the quiet space. So now you have Lisa saying, I don't want to say anything about people's kids. I try hard to do the right thing. Angie says, that's BS. You dig up dirt on people. You talk about them, pretend to be their friend. Then she says, a few weeks ago, you were talking to me about how you saw Todd. No, your friend saw Todd making out with someone else while he was farting the whole entire time. This was so stupid. First of all, what is SLC's obsession with gas? What is it? I feel like it's annoying. The whole argument with Mary and Angie about gas, now Todd. Now, Angie, I've liked you, but this season I'm talking for me. This season for me, you've been clicking down Mama, you have been clicking down for me, girl, because why did you feel the need to do this? Angie, you just wanted to add more fuel to the fire and get Lisa in trouble by Bronwyn even more, because you know there was no reason for you to say that. And for you to, say it under the guise of, well, I care about Bronwyn, so that's why I'm saying it. It's like, that was such BS. That was such BS. Yeah, she is instigating. It was doing too much. I was just, y'all, I said, Angie, that was messed up. And also, my thing with Angie, and a lot of y'all clocked it on Twitter, because a lot of y'all said Angie is the friend where you have to be careful what you say to her, because when you're good, it's fine. But when she's mad and all of a sudden it's mad day, she's going to spill all your business. I just feel like, Angie, you're putting yourself now in a position where people are not going to trust you, because nobody wants to be around somebody where if we fall out, now I have to worry about our gossip sessions going to be spread. Like, I feel like if you and I are friends and if we fall out, you can trust that I'm not going to say what you said. Now, unless you come for me and try to air me out, then it's fair game. But for the most part, if you keep it cute, I'm gonna keep it cute, right? But and listen, okay, now don't lie to me in this chat. Y'all know good and well, if it's been kind of weird between you and a person in a friend group, or maybe not a friend group, right? But you guys know you'll gossip about somebody, like, oh yeah, girl, da-da-da-da-da, like I heard this or whatever. You guys are having a cute little key and a cackle about something or somebody. And you expect for that to stay between you two. That was real messed up of Angie to do that. I said, Angie, I'm sorry, but that wasn't cute. It wasn't funny. It wasn't the gag that you thought it was. It made you look crazy. No, it's true. You said, Mary, watch out, sis. Angie's been using you to gain popularity. Wakey, Miss Mary. Angie's a troublemaker. The way I actually sided with Lisa, Meredith, and Brittany this episode is absolutely insane. No, it's true. You have to keep it to the chest, because it's like you just can't trust. You cannot trust people. You have people who, when they're mad at you, all of a sudden, whatever you told them is out on Front Street. That's why I always say, always act like things can change on a dime. Who you're friends with today can change tomorrow. So be careful about what you divulge in that friendship. Just tell people stuff that if it does get out, it doesn't even matter. Like, you won't even be upset if people hear about it. Because, honey, the way folks will switch up, I said, that's messed up. Boundaries, exactly. Yes, and they always add some extra spice to it. I said, girl, Angie was so messed up. No, it's very true, honey. Okay, between me and the good Lord, okay, like, or my mother and my siblings, only people I can just trust 100%. You know what I'm saying? Because it's wild out here. You have people who are straight up weirdos. Like, people are just weird, and they can't wait to put you on blast. It's terrible. That's why Lisa and Angie were friends. They were the same snakes. What Candy called it, mad day. Exactly. People do that without even knowing you personally, though. So if they get to know you closely and you get exposed, that's just extra. Very true. Honey. Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. You already know. Oh, wait. Hold on. No, wait. Hold on. I'm sure Angie got a good key when Lisa said it. Exactly. Like, that's what's really blowing me about this. That's what's really blowing me. We know that Angie was having a good laugh when Lisa said this. So for her to sit up here now that, oh, I'm just so disappointed that she would say that, it's like, Angie, you're so full of it. Yes, I agree with you. But the point of the matter is, if that's your good friend, you should be able to have a cute little gossip, a cute little key session, right? No, yes. Am I crazy? Don't act like you don't get with your friends and you don't just be gossiping and talking and whatever. Like, don't act like let's be so for real here. You know what I'm saying? Now you know they aren't good friends. That's true. That's the thing. They weren't really friends. Remember the situation for all my OC watchers. Remember let's both keep it cute. What happened? Right? We can't be messy. You're not crazy, Brooke. Okay, thank you. No, wait, hold on. Remember when you have me screaming right now. Remember when the season, what was it? The season before of Orange County. Remember the whole thing, the drama with Emily, Katie, like the kids overhearing Emily talking bad about Heather, and Emily was getting so mad. Like, I didn't say that. The kid, like, your daughter's lying on me. Remember when I said, no, Emily, it's okay to just admit that you weren't caught talking about Heather. We know that you were mad at Heather. Like, we know how it is when our parents would get mad. We would hear them and they would say, whatever is said, you don't repeat it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like in this situation, we know that Angie was laughing and cackling along with Lisa too. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Am I watching the OC reunion? I might peep at it. I might take a little look-see and see what's going on. All right, y'all, but let me not get off track, right? So we do find out that after Lisa's like dismissed luncheon that was a flop, she had them all at her club, the Vita Lounge, and that's where she told Angie this news. So now Lisa says that it was somebody that she trusted told her this information. And she says she's from New York. I know a lot of people. It came from a trusted source. And I repeated what I heard to Angie. So now Bronwyn says, you can never say when you're wrong. You were wrong to say that about Todd. Lisa says, you're right. I was wrong to say that about Todd. And then Bronwyn says, don't speak about my family again. F you. So here's my thing. I can't even visualize Todd making out with anybody. Like, I can't. I cannot imagine him making out with anybody. I was trying to picture it, and then my mind froze up just at the thought, at the image. So Mary had me on the floor when we cut to her confessional, and she said, now somebody told me that my husband was making out and farting. I would be devastated because it's like, one, it's bad enough that you're making out with somebody else, but then you're farting on top of that. Like, what's wrong with your intestines? Is there a problem? Oh, you said you can if he has long money. He put that cherry in his mouth and went to work, honey. Y'all will not sit up here and play. Oh, gosh. So now, Bronwyn says that this whole thing proves that Lisa is spreading rumors about me. She's never going to stop trying to eviscerate every aspect of my life. We're done. So now Heather's like, all right, let's put a pin in this conversation. Lisa whispers to Meredith, don't ever tell Angie anything ever again. Angie's like, no, don't talk about your friends like that. Again, Angie, Lisa was wrong to say that, but you were wrong to just bring this up. You knew that this would hurt and embarrass Bronwyn. And it shows that you can't be trusted, because it's like, if you and Lisa were friends or friendly or, back being cool, for you to do this, I'm sorry, girl, it makes you look a bit crazy, because there was no reason for you to do this. Like, I'm sorry. Some things should be kept just between us, in my opinion. So now, because you know that this will get brought up at the reunion, especially if they bring the husbands out. And I really can't imagine Andy asking Todd if he was kissing and passing gas with somebody. I'm sorry, y'all. That image just took me out. Oh, gosh. You said that's embarrassing. Maybe I'm toxic, but what Lisa said literally sounds like light shade. It doesn't really sound like a disparaging rumor. Isn't that what Nene did to Cynthia? Child, we are back in rare form again. How would they know he was farting? I guess they were next to him. I don't know. This is terrible. Oh gosh. You said this is repayment for a suit man. Y'all, this is so silly. So anyhow, we have Lisa and Angie get into it. Lisa says, "You say horrible things." Angie says, "No, you deflect." Once again, you have Angie standing up and pointing. Again, Angie, I don't know if you're doing that for a moment, but I need you to sit down when talking. Like, can you just sit down? The constant jumping up to start pointing, it drives me insane. Sit down, please, just sit down. And it drives me up the wall. So now Lisa storms off. Now we see Bronwyn is in her room. And so she says, "I should have known that this was coming. Lisa got exactly what she wanted to get under my skin and hurt my family. There's no way for me to be in the same room as Lisa and not veer into this person that I don't respect in myself. But I'm still gonna have a good time anyway." And I said, "Well, thank God, because I'm so serious, y'all. I am sick and tired of the constant going at it. Like, can we just have a good time? Can we have an episode with some peace? You're on vacation. You're on a super yacht. Enjoy yourselves, please." So now, y'all have me yelling in this here chat. Oh my gosh. Y'all. Oh my gosh. Y'all are in rare form today. So now there we see them at Tobago Cays. The beach is gorgeous. We see all the crew setting up their towels. They're gonna have massages, go snorkeling. It's gonna be a good time. So now we see Heather, Whitney, and Brittany in the water. We see Bronwyn and Angie talking off to the side. And Angie says, "I just want you to know my heart went out to you earlier at the table. I'm sorry that I haven't been more supportive of you as I should be. I tried to stand up to her about what she was saying about Todd with the whole making out and passing gas. Now, Angie, I'm sorry. I feel like you're laying it on too thick. I don't believe that you tried to stand up to her. I believe that you were laughing and cackling when Lisa told you this rumor about Todd. Personally speaking, I really doubt that you said, 'Oh, that's not right. Don't say that.' You were probably laughing. You and Lisa were both slapping five, in the words of Funky Dineva. Honey, you were not standing on your moral high horse saying, 'Don't say that. That's not right.' You were sitting up there getting a key and telling Sean when you got home about, 'Oh, did you hear that?' In my opinion. Okay. So yes, she was having a good old time listening to that piece of tea. Okay. So, okay, you said that beach excursion was pathetic. No chairs, no food, no real massage therapist. Okay, wait. I didn't want to say it. I was surprised. I was looking for the cabanas or the beach chairs. I was waiting for the spread, but I guess they're gonna eat on the yacht. But I was a bit surprised at how bare this beach excursion was. So we see each other. So now we have Bronwyn saying that I regret yelling and screaming, but I don't regret what I said. And now Bronwyn says, I always try to be quick and ask myself, what did I do wrong? What's my part in this? And then she says, and of course, Lisa's not. She's over there getting a massage. She's not sorry about anything. Now, in all fairness, though, we do see Lisa getting a massage. In all fairness, though, Bronwyn, you guys have been fighting for the last 18 hours. You're finally on the beach. What do you expect her to do? Do you expect to fight on the beach? Like, I was kind of taken aback by the comment. Like, can you guys just chill out for like a few hours and then get back to arguing later on? In my humble opinion, must we be fighting the whole entire trip? Yeah, like, what did they expect her to do on the beach? So you said shared beds, low rent beach excursion. What's going on? So now, So now, we see Lisa, no, we see Heather, Whitney, and Brittany snorkeling. If I were, I would have been snorkeling too. Like, I want to have a good time. I love the excursions. I mean, I love to sit on the beach too, but I love parasailing. I love the jet skis. Like, I love snorkeling, all of that, right? So when I tell y'all, they would have a time with me because I would refuse to engage in arguments while I'm on the vacation. We could talk about this when we get back to the city, but right now I'm gonna have a good time. Don't include me in this mess. You said the beach was giving Potomac, okay? So now we cut to Lisa venting to Mary about her and Meredith. She says that, I don't know if you heard my conversation with Meredith earlier this morning, but I felt like she didn't really have my back. So Mary's like, well, what did she say? So Lisa says that she does feel like she has my back in her own way. So Lisa says, privately, I think that she does get me. And Mary says, well, what's the point if it's private? So as they're talking, Bronwyn and Meredith walk over to them. And now Lisa's like, Meredith, is that you? Are you behind me? So now she says, can we talk about something for a minute? She says, when I was talking to you this morning about how, you told me you support me in private, I feel like you understand me. And now Meredith cuts her off. Meredith says, I do support you privately and publicly. I think it's wild how everybody is so interested in how you and I engage with each other, but whatever. So now Mary jumps in and says, it's not wild, it's just bizarre. So now we cut to Mary's confessional, and she says, lately, I feel like Meredith does not stick up for Lisa. And if Lisa's really her friend, then Meredith should speak up for her and help her out. So now Mary says, am I really sticking up for Lisa Barlow? Like, oh, Lord. So now Lisa says, I feel like I do a good job of standing up for myself, but sometimes I'm like, tap in. I need you to tap in. So Meredith is upset, and she says, I will support you if I agree with you, but if I don't agree with you, then I won't. And that's a fair point. Lisa says, I don't feel like you would. Lisa says, I don't feel like you would, though. So Meredith says, it's that simple. I do support you, and I'm getting tired of this whole narrative that I don't. If you guys want to continue with this, go ahead. So now Meredith goes on to say, I'm done with this conversation. And now Lisa's like, why are you getting so upset? I've been a good friend to you. So now Meredith says, I've had everybody in this group accuse me of not supporting you, and that's all I've done. Now, during this moment, was anybody else aggravated? Because they're going back and forth, and we have one of the crew members offering them a spicy margarita. And I'm just like, aren't you guys tired of going back and forth? Like, you're not embarrassed? I would be so embarrassed and ashamed to be arguing like this for the entire vacation. Like, I don't want somebody to think that all I do is argue. And I mean, y'all have no shame. You're just going at it over and over and over. I felt so bad for the deckhand. He was trying to offer you guys drinks, and he can't even get a word in because you guys are going back and forth. Like, Mike, can we table this for another time? I just feel like it's a time and a place. Sometimes you have to say, look, we're mad at each other right now, but let's act cordial. Let's be friendly for just a few hours. I just said, oh, it's enough. On top of that, Meredith is being a good friend to Lisa. She's the only one sticking up for Lisa. So Lisa's saying, well, I don't feel like you're sticking up for me. Lisa, I have to call you out. I think that's really lame to say. I think that Meredith is the only one in your corner. I don't know what more you want from her. I'm just saying. And again, Lisa, you have to remember that your friendship is not the same after what happened in season 2 with the hot mic moment. So be happy that Meredith even supports you at all. I'm getting tired of this whole whining about you don't support me and you don't stick up for me. Enough. No, it was very draining. Yes, I hope they left tips. Same here. They're not being rude to the crew. They're just more involved with their own dynamics. I mean, I do think it is a bit rude to, when you're arguing, that takes a lot of energy, and we can't act like anger is in an energy and a frequency of its own, right? That's a very heavy emotion. And when a group is arguing in a space, that energy lingers. That's not fun for anybody who's working there, for them to, I'm sure they feel on edge because of the energy that the ladies are bringing. So I feel like it is rude. It is rude to come into somebody's space and drain them with your toxicity. That is rude, in my humble opinion. To not acknowledge someone is rude. No, it is. It ruins the dynamic. It's very inconsiderate. Oh, absolutely. It's very inconsiderate. I just feel like there's a time and a place. It's okay to argue every once in a while, but it's like, it's constant. It's not fun for the viewers when we're always seeing you guys go at it. We do want to see some fun, So I didn't say that anger was the only heavy emotion. I just said that happiness is a great emotion as well. But I'm saying that when it's constant, when it's all the time, that nobody wants to deal with that. Not me. I'm a positive person. I don't want negative vibes around me, especially not 24/7, especially not on a trip. All right, you obviously want to be a contrarian. So yeah, have a wonderful night. I'm not like, child, I'm not doing this. There's always some contrarian in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's rude, even more so as it's a crossover. I can't wait to see what the crew said on their own show. Same. So anyhow, no, because it's like, I'm not gonna come in here and, have somebody just be a contrarian. If I say the sky is blue, they're gonna say it's red. If I say that, that looks nice, they say it's bad. They obviously want my attention. They got it, and now they can go. I'm not doing this. Being rude being rude to staff is very rude. Okay. So anyhow, Mary jumps into their argument, and Mary says, Lisa's telling you that there's an issue in your friendship. She feels like you don't take up for her. So Meredith says, well, if that's how you feel, Lisa, then I'm sorry. So Mary says, you have to respect her feelings. So Meredith had me screaming. She says, what do you want me to do, Mary? Do cartwheels about it? So here's where Mary went off the rails for me. Respectfully, Mary, this wasn't about you and anybody. You weren't involved in this situation. I thought that you jumping in and inserting yourself and then insulting Meredith was kind of wild. When Mary said, you're not a good friend, go jump in the ocean, go do something, I said, Mary's another one that goes from 0 to 60 like that. That wasn't necessary, in my opinion. I understand that you're taking Lisa's side, but you and Meredith are good friends. And I didn't think that Meredith deserved that. I thought that was really mean. That was really mean. It was very mean. So now Meredith says, I do a lot of interesting things. Mary says, go get a story you can tell because right now you're a snooze. So Meredith walks off. Again, I didn't like that. I think that Mary does get away with a lot. I'm going to just leave it there. But yeah, I didn't think that was warranted. I don't think that Meredith deserved that. I do feel like Meredith has been a great friend to Lisa, the only one who does have Lisa's back in the group. And then on top of that, this was an argument between Lisa and Meredith, not Mary. So Mary just saying that was like, wait, where's this coming from? And personally, Mary, I feel like, well, you obviously don't like me. If you harbor these feelings about me, then okay, I guess it's F me then. I'm gonna just leave. I'm not gonna talk to you then because you obviously don't like me. I did not understand her attitude either. It was bizarre. It was very bizarre. You said Mary's not a snooze. She's not participating in anything. Listen, child. To be honest, what has Mary done this season? Listen, child. Mary forgets that Meredith had her back seasons ago. Yeah, she sure did. Meredith is more reserved, not boring. Mary lost me. You said Mary showed up in a caftan ready to fight. You said you wish Meredith cursed her out. Mary sat on that beach and did nothing. Yeah, no, because when they played after this, we see them all play the deckhand Michael. He sets up a game for them to play it's like a cute relay race with the drinks. And they're all playing except for Mary. Mary's just sitting there watching them. And think about it. On all the excursions, when they were swimming on the first day, Mary didn't participate. She was just watching them. So I just said, Mary, I don't think that that's fair to say that, someone else is so boring, because like everybody's saying in the chat, what are you doing? Okay. Yes, she's always sitting on the side. Always. So anyhow, we have... Now, hold on, y'all. It's an equal opportunity. It's equal opportunity over here. Everybody gets whacked. Lisa, Heather, Bronwyn, Mary, Angie, Britani, Whitney, everybody gets whacked. When they try it, they get whacked. Mary is not exempt. Mary is not exempt. So they finished playing the relay race. And that was a cute moment. That was one of the only times they had a good time. So now, oh, wait, hold on. I'm forgetting one thing. Before they get back on the yacht, Heather hugs Bronwyn, because Bronwyn also went snorkeling with them. And Heather's like, oh, I'm so happy that you're here, Bronwyn. And then she says, I would have never thought that I'd have this much fun with Bronwyn, because I was so committed to just being annoyed by her all the time. That right there. I said, Heather, I'm not buying what you're trying to sell me. You don't like Bronwyn. You don't like Bronwyn. This is too convenient that all of a sudden now you like Bronwyn, and now you're trying to pin all this on Lisa. It's giving that you're the one behind all these rumors. It's giving that you're the one behind leaking the Bronwyn's charges. Because I'm not buying it. It sounded so phony when you said that. Your body language does not lie. Your expressions don't lie. The way she even said, oh yeah, Bronwyn, I like you. Like, I like you now. It was so fake. There was no emotion in her voice. The inflection in her voice was weird. I said, girl, stop. She does not like her at all. And yes, okay, so we're all right here with it. It's all pretend. I said, okay. I said, yeah, she can't stand her. She can't stand her. And we all know that. Exactly. I said, okay, girl, she know good and well she can't stand her. Building an alliance. There's a lot of kindergarten games going on. Yes. Yes, it's on full display. Heather leaked it. I think that for it to be genuine, Heather owes Bronwyn an apology for how she treated her in the beginning. Yes, I agree with that. Yes, you're just trying to move from one clique to the next. Exactly. Y'all have me screaming. People like Heather will cost you your life. Jealousy and obsession does not look good on anyone. I agree. Heather reminds me of the girls I went to high school with then when I attended a PWI. Nice, nasty, and very calculated. Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yes, Heather's doing the art of war, but she's not doing a good job, because I can see right through it. Heather is not fooling me one bit. Heather does not like that woman, and she knows it. So now, wait, you said the fans whacked Heather real hard after Bronwyn's trip last year. That's it. Very true. You said Bronwyn was so happy for Heather's smile. Yeah, she was so eager. I said, Bronwyn, you actually believe that she likes you? Really? I said, either you're more desperate than I thought, or very gullible. Because the way Heather said it, it was like, yeah, I like you now. And there was no emotion. Her voice was flat. It was so fake. So fake. So now, we now have, they're back on the yacht now. And mind you, the theme for tonight's dinner is zombie night. So they're all dressing up in these costumes, they have fake chainsaws and fake knives going through their heads and fake blood. So we have Bronwyn. She brought the costumes with her. We know that she loves to pick Todd up in a costume. Bronwyn is in Angie's room, and she says, I brought a seahorse and a shark costume. Do you want to, come to Whitney's room with me in the shark and in the costumes? So Angie agrees. Personally speaking, if we're getting ready for dinner, if we only have an hour and a half to get ready for dinner, I need the entire hour and a half. I don't have time to be fooling with you with the costume. And I really felt bad for Angie because she was just seasick for the whole day. So when she put the seahorse costume on, they were walking to Whitney's room. Before Angie even walked out the door, Angie slammed her hand in like the middle of the door she slammed her hand in the door. Angie, when that camera panned to your hand and your hand was dripping with blood, I was like, do you need to get airlifted to the hospital? I was in shock. Bronwyn, I would have cursed you out because, girl, why are you roping me into your stupidity? Now my hand is all torn up now. I felt so bad for Angie. Yes, I had to look away. Listen, when that camera flashed, because I thought it was like a little cut. Baby, the blood was dripping. I mean, her hand was cut. Her hand was tore up. I was scared. I said, Angie, get a helicopter, have them airlift you back to the hospital in Kanawha, because I was scared. I could not believe it. I said, all because of Bronwyn's stupid costume idea. That's why go with your first mind. Don't let people distract you, okay? If you need to get ready, get ready. Don't be doing all these other side quests, because look what happened to Angie. Yes, it happened so quick because she, how you like stub your toe? When they were leaving, because like they couldn't see, she couldn't see through the costume. When she was closing the door, the door slammed on her hand. And the way it slammed, it tore her hand up. Child, listen, I'm serious. Listen, I'm a very dramatic girl, okay? I'm very dramatic. I would have had them airlift me to the hospital because I was so scared for her. I said, oh my gosh. She had a horrible trip. No, boats, it does not agree with her at all. I felt so bad. Oh my gosh. Yes, because that door was heavy. The door was probably too heavy and slammed her hand fast. Oh my gosh. No, I'm very dramatic, honey. I would have had them fly me to the hospital. Oh, so we have Captain Jason wrapping Angie's hand with ice and like a bandage. And and the camera would not stop doing the close-up of her hand. That blood was dripping all. I said, this has to be the worst trip ever for Angie. I felt so bad for her. So now you have Bronwyn was joking around saying, oh, can you not clean it? It's very zombie-ish. I said, Bronwyn, I know you're joking around being playful, but girl, now is not the time, honey. Let her hand be stitched up, please, okay? Yes, listen, you won't catch Angie K on anyone's yacht. Yes, he was over it because when Captain Jason was wrapping her hand, he was looking like, you know what? I can't wait for y'all to get off of this damn yacht. Like, you guys have been nothing but trouble. First you were seasick. Now your hand is damn near done. Like, I can't, it's too much. Yes, I thought the same thing. The first aid on this yacht seemed a little light to me. Exactly. He was pissed. He was very pissed. He didn't, because he was wrapping her hand and he didn't say like, are you okay? He was just like wrapping her hand like, girl, I can't wait for y'all to get off this damn boat. So now we cut to everybody else doing their makeup for the zombie dinner. Angie's getting her hair blown out by the deckhand Mike. Heather brought some blood spray. Bronwyn says that she overnighted some costumes from the UK. So Heather says, why did I choose zombie night? Because we love to dig up dirt on each other and resurrect old things from the grave. Now, production had me screaming when they did that little black and white movie of all of them and named it The Real Zombies of the Yacht Apocalypse. Production always does SOC the best, like in the best way possible when it comes to production and making fun of them. They're always on point with it, but that was really funny. So now it's time for dinner. We see Daisy, the chief stew, greet them. They're being served their drinks. Heather says, let's toast to our resilience and Angie joining us. Mary had asked for some wine, and there were some lip marks on her wine glass. Mary was like, I got a new drink, please. Like, those are not my lips. My lips are not that small. So Mary was in a reading mood because Mary was like, Heather, you're the only zombie who I smell alcohol on their breath. I said, not Mary clocking Heather's alcohol consumption and low-key saying that she has a problem. I said, oh, Mary was on 10 today. Okay, wait a second. You said this looked demonic. I'm surprised Mary played along. They couldn't do a glamour high fashion night. Yeah, okay, wait, hold on. Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm cracking up. Why are y'all in my head? I thought the same thing because I'm not really a theme girl. If it's going to be a theme, let it be glamour. Like, I want something glamorous and sexy, fashion, stylish. Don't give me a silly theme night. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be something sexy. So I would have been annoyed dressing up as a zombie. I would have been really irritated. I probably would have been a killjoy, and I would have eaten my food in my room. Yes, you said no, because SOC loves a dumb costume. Exactly. No, listen, I was annoyed. I'm like, you said dorky, Heather. You said it gave American Horror Story Murder House, not zombies. I would have played along, but I'm surprised Mary did. Like the Great Gatsby. Yeah, give me something like that. The girls were smizing, drinking champagne. SOC is always a bit clownish. Yes, it makes no sense. They're on a yacht. Why zombies? That crew should have come out doing the Thriller dance. Listen, I'm sure that they wanted them to go. They wanted them to go. They were not going to do a Thriller dance for them. They've only been fighting the entire time they've been there. Whose idea was it? I think it was Heather's idea, I believe. Yep, you said it was Heather's dumb idea, I'm sure. I wouldn't have played. Yep, you said you would have eaten in my room too. Same here. So anyhow, the first course comes out. They have a caviar mantle and a butter seared scallop. I love caviar and I love scallops. So I was drooling at this part. Heather's like, has anybody checked in back home? Bronwyn says, yeah, I actually did. I called Todd and Gwen and they weren't exactly jazzed about my updates. So Heather's like, wait, did you tell Todd about the whole farting and making out thing? And Bronwyn says, yes, of course I did. Why should I be ashamed to say it? I'm not the one who made it up. So now Bronwyn says Todd feels like he's unsure of why he's the punchline all the time. So now she says, I just feel like Todd and Gwen need to be off limits, and that does not sound like something you can commit to Lisa. So Lisa says, as of today, I will never bring them up in any capacity. I'm very sorry that I hurt your feelings and Todd's and Gwen's. I said, Lisa, you better mean it this time. I promise you, Lisa, it's going to be you and I. If I hear you say the word grandparents, Todd, Gwen, whoever, it will literally be me and you. I do not want to hear you mention those grandparents in that situation again. Like, let this be the last time, because I promise you, it's going to be you and I. I really can't. I can't stand to hear this. I don't want to hear Bronwyn whining about it and crying about it. Please don't bring it up. I'm serious. Let this be the last time. Oh my gosh. I said, it's enough already. Yes, let the mouse go, for real. I said, my God, it's enough. Ooh. So now Lisa says, I didn't tell Angie anything with the intention of her trying to bring it to the group and humiliate Bronwyn. I don't like to hurt people that way. Now, Lisa, you can be petty and shady, but I will say, in this case, when you told Angie about Todd allegedly farting and making out with somebody else at a club or a lounge, I do believe that that was supposed to be little, some little light tea between friends that stayed between two friends. But now let this be a lesson not to open your mouth and say anything to Angie. Angie is going to always bring it all out on the table on Mad Day. You can't trust her in that regard. So keep your mouth shut. And again, do not say the word grandparents. Don't even say Gwen's name. Don't say Todd's name. If you hear their names being brought up, I want you to be like, who is that? Who's Todd? Who's Gwen? Never heard of them. Don't know who they are. Play dumb. Because I promise you, I cannot take Bronwyn wailing about this for the next 10 episodes, please. Okay? You said Angie's the mouth of the South. You said cheating allegations ain't light tea. I believe that too. That was some true tea. Oh my gosh. Child. Thank you so much. It's funny to me that Angie thinks that she's the nicest one. Listen. Angie was wrong for that. Yeah, I think that Angie was so petty for that. I'm sorry. Because I just do. Like, that should have stayed between you and Lisa. And I'm sorry, because I feel like Angie was sitting up there laughing when Lisa told her that too. I don't believe that Angie said, oh yeah, that's not right. You don't say that. I believe that she was laughing and ha, 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 and he, and it was a kiki, and they were both, laughing. I think it was all that. I don't believe that Angie was on her pedestal saying, oh, don't say that. That's so mean. I think that she was enjoying the cackle about him farting and making out. You said, how loud were the farts? Yes, Bronwyn did have a right to be offended and upset. Absolutely. But Angie was petty for bringing it up. 2 things can be true. 3 things can be true. Lisa shouldn't have said it, but she did. We know how it is. People indulge in some gossip every now and again. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If you say if you never gossip, I know you're not telling the truth. But I think that it's 3 things can be true. Lisa should not have said it, but Angie was petty for bringing that to the group and on camera. And Bronwyn does have the right to be upset. So yes, it's a Venn diagram. So now, Lisa says, I want to be status quo at this point with Bronwyn, and I'm genuinely sorry if she's embarrassed or hurt. So Mary compliments Lisa. She says, good job. So now it's quiet. So now we see the crew come out with the second course. They're eating lamb. The lamb looked delicious. Again, the meals look so good. Like, one thing about Below Deck, they're going to feed the guests. Like, they do a phenomenal job. So did anybody else notice that Heather was talking incessantly? Like, it was more than her normal, usual goofy self. I felt like Heather was she was like jittery. It was weird. I thought her energy at this dinner was really weird because she just kept saying a whole lot of nonsense off to the side. It was weird. Yes, Chef Ben is top tier. No, he really is. He's phenomenal. He really is. She was drunk, like Mary alluded to. Heather was drunk. She was drunk. Yeah, okay, yeah, she drunk boots, honey. Honey, she was good and drunk. Because I said, oh my gosh. You said Heather needed some water. Heather was all over the men. The food was spreading. Heather was drunk and ashamed of how she treated Lisa. You said she was probably drunk. Oh, honey. Oh, yeah. No, Chef Ben did his big one because that lamb ate down. Okay. So now we have Heather talking about the boat is rocking. And now Britani gets up because she's feeling seasick herself, and she gets up to vomit. So Bronwyn says it's not zombie night until something comes back up from the grave. Britani throwing up feels on brand for this dinner. So now we see Britani. We don't need, I don't know. One thing about SLC though, production loves to show close-ups of the women when they have to, and I don't need to see that. I don't want to see that. We all know what that feels like. I don't need to see somebody else doing, you get what I'm saying? It's like, we don't need to. Can we, it was bad enough watching Angie in the last episode, and then the blood on the hand. Now we got to see Britani blowing up. It's like, can we not? Yeah. Goodness. So they love talking about bodily functions on SLC. Yes, it's like, we don't need to see that. Yes, it is. I hate when they do it. It's too much. So now Britani comes back. She's feeling better. And mind you, one of the deckhands brings out shots. So they're tequila shots. And we see that Britani takes a sip of her shot immediately. So now Meredith is like, why are you drinking tequila if you just threw up? So Britani says, I'm trying to feel better. Now, personally, for me, right? I don't have the urge to drink a shot of tequila after, if like, kudos to Britani, because I'm not built that way. After that, I shower and go to bed and just hope that I feel better the next day. I said, girl, you're taking a shot of tequila? I said, oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I can't even smell. No, for real. It's no urge. It was very strange. Baby, seriously, she said, okay, it's back to some tequila. Oh, wait, call it out. Britani chooses dick over her daughter. It's clear that she ain't that bright. Well, you know what? You said it. No, you said it. I was trying not to go there, but you did it for me. No, it's true. Why are we surprised? This is the same woman who picks. So, you know what? You're right. Why are any of us surprised? So she said, let me drive the boat. She sure did. Okay. So now, you have Whitney saying, well, if that's what she wants to do, like, that's her business. No, Britani says, I'm trying to feel better. So Heather's like, give her a break. So Brittany's like, well, why is it your business? Why do you care? So now Meredith is like, oh, well, does anybody else think that makes sense? And Britani again is like, why do you care? So Whitney says, well, it's her business. It's hair of the dog. And Meredith says, well, I would say that to anybody that I care about. And Brittany's like, you know what? I'm actually concerned with what I saw about you on TikTok. So now Brittany's like, well, I saw on TikTok today about Seth having a possible indiscretion. They're all like, girl, what are you talking about? So Brittany's like, well, I saw on TikTok that Seth has a mistress. We see 3 hours earlier, Britani was showing Whitney a TikTok that she saw, something about Seth was in an Uber with this girl, his mistress, or whatever have you. And so Meredith is upset. And she says, my husband does not have a mistress. We are in a monogamous marriage. Just because your boyfriend breaks up with you every time he wants to sleep with somebody else, that's your problem. I said, oh, Meredith ate down. Meredith said, girl, just because you can't keep a man, just because your man does not want you, don't bring that over here to me. Now, yes, again, I agree with that too. Two things can be true. It is weird, but why does Meredith care? Because Meredith does not like Britani. So I do understand why Brittany's like, girl, why you focus on me? You don't even like me, so leave me alone. I do get that. I get that. And I was asking the same thing too, like, Meredith, just leave her alone. You don't like her, so why ask her anything? But yes, Meredith had me screaming. She said, baby, just because your man does not want you, don't put that over here because my man is happy here. Meredith said, honey, my man knows where home is. You said Meredith clocked in for 3 minutes, went off, then clocked off. Meredith clocked her. You said, I'm here for this beef. Oh my gosh. So Meredith says, I'm not interested in trying to interfere with my relationship because you're jealous that you can't hold a man down. Now, Meredith, I don't know what that means about holding a man down, because not me, girl. I'm not holding anybody down. I said, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to pass on that. No, thank you. Yes, and Brittany's such a liar, saying, oh, I break up with him. I said, girl, no, you're not. You're the one crying and chasing him around. So please, I said, why is Brittany even telling that lie? Yes, very much so, whatever that means. Exactly. Holding patriarchy down. No, exactly. Y'all are in rare form tonight. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now, exactly. Holding who down? Exactly. Not me, girl. Exactly. So anyhow, Meredith said, no, Brittany says, well, it's all over TikTok. Haven't you seen it? And Meredith says, no, I haven't, and I don't care. So now Whitney says, oh yeah, well, she showed me earlier. I said, Whitney, not too much. Whitney, you're the same woman who was crying about the TikToks about you and your failed businesses. So girl, not too much. So now you have Brittany saying, well, I get it. You don't want it to be shared. And Meredith says, you need to stay away from me. Now, Meredith, the same way I don't appreciate people standing up when talking, this thing with you throwing things at people has got to stop. You are a grown woman. And when you threw that headband and you threw that headband and the fake chainsaw or the fake knife at Brittany, I was just kind of like, girl, what is going on? And you're a lawyer. You know better than this. I said, Meredith, we've got to stop throwing things. We have to stop. Have to. The headband thing was cringe. Yes. So now Brittany says, oh, you broke a glass on me last night. And Meredith says, no, you tried to throw it at me and I put my hand up. So now Meredith says, I don't know why she's talking about me or my marriage or my husband. I haven't said anything about what's going on about her. And there's a lot to talk about. Leave me alone. Leave my husband alone. Focus on your own misery because you're a miserable bitch. So mind you, the ice cream comes out and it's ice cream cake and Captain Jason is going to have dessert with them. I felt really bad when he came out and sat down next to Heather and he was like, oh, hey, ladies, how's it going? And we see Meredith and Brittany still going at it. It was so bad that Captain Jason just walks off. He's like, I'm not doing this. So Lisa's like, look at how he declined and walked away. So now Heather's like, isn't that great? You guys chased him off. And Lisa says, that's embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. And now that's the end of the episode. My closing thoughts, I think that it's shameful that you guys cannot control yourselves for 30 minutes. The fact that you guys kept arguing when Captain Jason came out to join you for dinner and dessert, that is so pathetic to me. I'm so sorry. Like I have too much pride to show out, especially in certain environments. If I'm invited on somebody's yacht, if we had a disagreement earlier, we're going to table that. I'm not going to show out in front of other people, especially not the host, the captain. Like, have some decorum. I just said, my God, like it was so embarrassing to watch. Yes, he was so over it. He was so over it. When I had this episode on last night, my son asked me to turn it down because it was drowning out the WWE replay. These ladies don't know how to act on a yacht. It's all for TV entertainment, but none of this would slide outside of reality. I agree. Can't even enjoy the ice cream. Yes, like Potomac. Hold up, y'all. It's the first lady. Exactly. Exactly. Like have some tact, have some class. Like, can we all just stop for 30 minutes, please? I was so embarrassed. I said, this is ridiculous. It was very much so. I had secondhand embarrassment too. No, it was very ghetto. I said, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Mm-mm. Captain Jason hates those antics. Oh, I'm sure he does. It's disrespectful. Very true. We can argue. That's exactly how I feel. When we get back to SLC, we can argue then, but let's just stop now. Let's just stop. Thank you so much. Yes, decorum. Where is it? It's non-existent. This episode made me like Lisa more. I don't even want to watch this episode now. I felt like, if I'm being honest, the episode was a bit filler. It didn't really give a whole lot. It was an aggravating watch because from the beginning to the end, it was nonstop arguing. That's not fun. I don't want to watch that on any show where it's nonstop fighting. Hey, Robert, thank you for the super chat. I know Angie does the most, but if loving Angie is wrong, I don't want to be right. I'm screaming. No, listen, Angie has had her moments, but in this episode, I thought she was petty for revealing that piece of tea that Lisa told her a few weeks ago about Todd making out and passing gas. That was petty. Captain won't try again. Not very demure. Mary was so nice to the crew. Early Mary would have been so rude to them. I thought the same thing too. Captain Jason said, thank you for the exposure, but I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I don't have time to be arguing with people. It's a waste of energy. I really don't. I don't argue with people. I don't. It's just, why? It's dumb. There's very few things to really argue about, and most people want to just get a rise out of you for attention. Brooke, you call it petty. I just call it Housewives. I mean, yeah, but we used to have fun on Housewives. Like Housewives used to be, they could table it to still have a good time on the trip. And we have gotten 10% fun and 90% foolishness, arguments, tears, people wanting to leave the trip early, hysterics. That's not fun. Now, wait, hold on. Somebody mentioned Reba. Can we talk about the Beverly Hills trailer real quick? Let's just talk about it quickly while I have you on with me. I'm still undecided if I will be watching or recapping Beverly Hills. Last season put such a bad taste in my mouth. We shall see. But I will say, Sutton being in only 2 seconds of this trailer lets me know that this is probably going to be her last season because she brings nothing. Jennifer Tilly whacking her and saying, this is why Garcelle left you behind. I said, oh, okay. So it looks like Sutton is about to run off her last friend. So I said, oh, okay. So I said, yeah. So it looks like it's going to be Sutton's last season and her loneliest season. But yeah, I mean, the trailer, it gave me a little something, not a whole lot. But it looks like Kyle is acknowledging that she's fluid. She says that I could go Brad or Angelina. So yeah. So I guess that's the big reveal. The new girl, we have Rachel Zoe on the cast. We have the new girl, Amanda. There's some stuff with her. We see her reading Erica for Phil. So it's going to be it looks like it might be a little better than last season, but yeah, I'm just here for Sutton getting her wax. I really hope that the girls wax Sutton over and over again. You said we wanted by Kyle 2 seasons ago. I'm so over Beverly Hills. It didn't give anything, no new storylines coming out. I'm so over Kyle's queer baiting. Okay, you said it gave you nothing. No issue when Bose asked Kyle, unlike Garcelle saying, do you, boo? Yeah, see, it's stuff like that. It's bizarre to me. Kyle wanted to rip Garcelle's head off when Garcelle said, listen, girl, if you like women, you want to experiment, nobody's judging you, we're here for you, do you? She was so mad at Garcelle, but now Bose is saying, girl, are you? And now you're sitting up here talking about, well, yeah, I can go either way, Brad or Angelina. So Bose can ask and Garcelle can't. It's just weird. It's crazy to me. So it's the trailer. It didn't. I moved a little bit when the whole thing with Jennifer Tilly and Sutton, when Jennifer Tilly said, that's why Garcelle left you. So my interest was piqued when I heard that. But like overall, I'm not really that interested. Maybe I'll watch the first few episodes and report back, but I don't know if I'm going to be watching the entire season. Just do a brief recap. Mauricio knew that all the time about Kyle. It's a chop. Really miss LVP. I want to know who Kathy yells at. Yeah, I'm curious to know who she's yelling at too. How about that Mauricio and Dorit sit down? I wasn't moved by that either. I guess she's telling Mauricio how PK is a deadbeat father. He doesn't see the kids. Mauricio says, well, I've heard two different things. So I mean, it didn't really move me, you know? You're not interested. You feel like it's Sutton. I'll give it a shot. Man, not a Kyle fan, but maybe she's come to terms with being a les. If she wasn't ready to admit it when Garcelle came to her, so what? Of all the shade, that wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, but I feel like it was the way she handled things with Garcelle, because Garcelle was coming from a sincere place. Garcelle was literally like, listen, girl, if you're questioning yourself, we're all here for you. Like, I think that was what pissed people off, because it was like, she was trying to play Garcelle like Garcelle was being shady about it, when Garcelle was like, no, I'm being honest. Like, if you have these feelings, we're here for you. Like, nobody's judging you. That just my perspective. We already knew that PK was a deadbeat, allegedly. Exactly. The cast is strange. Sorry, I don't care for PK. I'm not gagging. Okay, so you like the trailer. You said everything is old news on Beverly Hills. Everyone has a journey, but I get it regarding Garcelle. I definitely think she could have handled it better with Garcelle. However, I do think Kyle needs to come to terms with her own sexuality by herself. Yeah, I think that two things can be true. I think that Kyle definitely was like nervous, I guess. That's what every time they asked her in the other reunions, the last two reunions, she was always very like nervous to say it. But listen, again, I just think that the way Kyle bit Garcelle's head off was it was a lot. It was very extreme. You said Beverly Hills has kind of run its course. I agree. I agree with that. But she was flaunting her relationship. She made a music video kissing a girl. She acted like Garcelle outed her. It was weird. Yeah, I think we're all forgetting that. We're all forgetting how she was flaunting Morgan in our faces the season before last. Season 13, she was flaunting her in our faces. So I think that it's a bit unfair to say that, Garcelle was pushing her when Kyle was teasing Morgan. The music video, one of the episodes when Kyle asked them if they would ever, sleep with a woman. And she said, well, maybe. And then she was demonstrating scissoring, remember? So I feel like Kyle was flaunting the relationship, like you said. She was teasing it. So I don't think that I think it's unfair to say that nobody could ask questions when she was teasing it in front of all of them. She was dangling the carrot, so to speak. Kyle wasn't ready yet. I'm not going to bother watching it. Kyle copying Chrishell from Selling Sunset. But why keep putting it on camera, then crashing out when confronted with what's been on camera? Yeah, that's my thing. I think that Kyle enjoyed all the speculation about is she, isn't she, what's really going on. I think Kyle gets off on the drama and being in the press and being talked about, but acting like, oh, I can't stand it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just kind of felt like it was bizarre that she had all that smoke for Garcelle, but now we're going to see her talking to Bose about it willingly and freely. So just very interesting. The trailer did nothing for me. Bose is a fool for being with Keely. You know my thoughts. You know all I'm going to say is God bless. God bless. God bless. Oh, we're going to see her get engaged on the show, correct? I guess that's going to be her storyline this season. My exact thoughts. If you find out, somebody let me know. Somebody let me know, please, if you find out. Very much so. I'm just always very skeptical. I'm just very skeptical. You have a lot of male gold diggers these days. And I'm just it makes my skin crawl. So I'm always just very cautious of some of these housewives or successful women being preyed on. So that's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. So, okay, they had filmed the engagement back in August. Listen, y'all know how I feel. Y'all know how I feel about y'all. If you've been here for a while, you guys know how I feel. No, exactly. It's true. No, it's true. Yes. He was talking about having kids, but hadn't said, I love you. I know. I agree. And remember when they had that dinner? Remember that dinner that he had, that dinner date they had on one of the episodes, and he had that he was wearing that cheetah button down, and he said something that I thought it raised my antennas. He said something like, I can't. What he said? He said something that was really it was really off-putting. I thought it was really strange what he said. It was something about. She was like, yeah, don't you love me or adore me? And he said something like, I can't promise you that I'll say that to you, but if I were lying to you, it was a really weird statement, and it just made my antennas go up. And I said, girl, this might be the wrong road. I can't remember what exactly he said, but it was something really weird. It was like, I could tell you this, but I won't tell you this. It was weird. Yes, you remember that episode? He had that leopard blouse on. Yes, it sort of felt like nagging. I didn't like the vibe of it at all. I thought it was a very odd statement. It was weird. It was weird. Listen, it just all I can do is just sit here. And then Bo saying in that other episode how she is a lover girl and she turns her brain off when she's in love. I'm like, girl, I need you to turn it on. Girl, stop. Turn your brain on. You have men preying on successful women. This is not the time. This is not the time to play around. Child. Specialist and field sales trainer at Medtronic, where he works in business development within the medical equipment manufacturing company. His resume also includes. Oh, okay. Well, this is good. I'm happy to hear this. Child. Y'all, listen. Oh, that's on Google. I checked for us. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Florence214. Thank you for the super chat. What would be able to save Beverly Hills, or should OC and Beverly Hills just be canceled to make way for new Housewives shows, i.e. Rhode Island? I think that Beverly Hills might be salvageable. Orange County, I think, could go on a pause because this season was absolutely abysmal. But I think that Beverly Hills, there's some hope for them to save it. I'm hearing that Rhode Island is about to blow us away. We're at the end. We are at the end. OC is done. Kyle has to go. Housewives franchise might be spinning out. Isn't it interesting that Heather and Angie go to Lisa for info they cannot get on the blogs, but Lisa is the leak? Child. Oh, I'm actually liking Potomac. I'm so far, I think that Potomac is really enjoyable. The OC reunion is tomorrow, part 1. Yes, I need to check out London. Bring new faces and new arguments, 14 years on a show. We're at the end of the road. Oh yeah, I need to get into London as well. Potomac is the best it's been in years. Yeah, same here. No, I agree. We see each other. I agree with that wholeheartedly. No, they are truly, I feel like the magic is back. I feel like, okay, Potomac is finally on a good pathway. Thank the Lord. Yeah, OC was horrible. I love to see your recaps for London. I'm one of these days I'm going to binge it. I promise. It's just been so busy. No, I know. I've heard that London is amazing. Stacy's what they needed. Yes, Giselle is digestible this season. But you and other recappers have agreed that keeping the Fox Force 5 members ruin the dynamics. Only one can survive for the show to thrive. They need to get rid of 2 of them. Oh, I agree. I think that hopefully the Fox Force 5 is officially done this season. I feel like that dynamic is kind of fading away since Rinna's gone, Crystal's gone, that Garcelle's gone. So they have nobody to really pick on except for Sutton. Sutton is the last one standing. Sutton is just such an easy read that it's not even fun to pick on her. They're just kind of like, okay, girl, we don't even feel like bashing you anymore because you're just here. You're just happy to be here. But I do believe that Sutton will be fired after this season. Dorit gets into it with Kyle and Erica. Yes, it does look like she gets into it with both of them. Sutton was giving friend of. Yes, she was. Yes, I definitely feel like, I feel like this is going to be her last season, her goodbye. And, respectfully, Sutton Sutton should be happy that she stayed on this long. If this is her last season, she should be happy that she was on for what, 6 seasons? She joined season, what, 9 or 10? She needs to be happy that she's been on for as long as she's been on. Yeah, Sutton was never accepted. Yeah, she gives nothing. Sutton really gave a lot, not going to lie. Oh, you think so? Sutton was never accepted. Sutton did it to herself. I agree. If it's Sutton's last season, let's celebrate. I was ready for her to go. Season 10, episode. Wait, hold on. I'm yelling right now because when she first joined the show, I was not here for Sutton either. I thought that she was too neurotic, too stiff. I was not here for Miss Sutton when she first joined. And then I grew to like her because Garcelle liked her. But yes, I was not here for her first season either. You have me yelling right now. Yes. Oh yeah, I feel no ways either. If they get on her each episode this season, I will not feel any way either. You said all Sutton brought was her little pocketbook. You did my girl dirty, Sutton. Bye. Garcelle cushioned her. Yes. Reba Jr. can go. I never liked her. I knew she would F over Garcelle, and she did. Sutton joined. Yes. Yep. She was a friend of Lisa Rinna in season 10. Thank you. Name them. When she joined, I didn't care for her. Then I liked her. Now I'm over her. Same here. I loved her the moment she made that Nat cry and then had to turn because of Garcelle. Child. Sutton can go back to that tire. Y'all have me screaming. Oh my gosh. Y'all have me screaming in this chat. They even had Sutton filming the after show with Jennifer and Kathy. Oh, I saw that. Rinna does all her friends dirty. LOL. Is Sutton top 100? Oh, no, when we did that, when we played that game a few weeks ago, I think I said Sutton is, I think I put Sutton, I remember you asked me about Sutton. I remember, I think I put Sutton in like the same range as like Wendy, Emily, and Gina. So that means, so yeah, she's top 100, but she's like 91. Yes. Okay. Yep. 99, honey. Yes. She's 98. Oh my gosh. Y'all have me scream. You said she's 99.5. Okay, 99.9. Sutton's at the bottom. 99.999. I gave her 87. 99.9 is right. She's been bumped up to 150. No, bottom 100. Y'all are screaming. Oh, you said 87 is generous. No, that was such a fun live. That was a really fun live. We had a really good time. We in the negatives, right? You said negative 99. These numbers too high for me. My favorite segment. Oh, thank you. No, we had a really good time. That was like a 3.5 hour live too. No more cat sweaters. It was hilarious. Child, Ramona can be 100 because I'm all the way done with her. You said these numbers too high for me. I was tipsy during that live and it was so fun. Thank you so much. I'm so glad. We always have a good time. If she stood on her square more, she could have been top 60. Who could have been top 60? Sutton? Who was 101? Brooke, and this is how we get these short reviews to 3 hours. No, wait, I'm crying because you read me at the beginning of this live. You said, Brooke, why are you telling this tale? You know good and well We're gonna be on this live for a long time. I'm really screaming. It comes full circle because you said this to me when we first started tonight's live, and now here we are 2 hours later. You said whatever that means. Thank you so much. The recap is 1 hour, but the live is 4 hours. Yes. You said, are we still here? Exactly. So shady, but so true. We get distracted. Yes. Oh, honey, we get distracted, honey. Listen, child, we have a time. Y'all, babe, we've seen so much in these lives, honey. We folks fighting in the lives, fighting 2 months ago. Y'all were let me not bring that up, honey. Oh my gosh, I feel honored. That's very sweet of you. I stay late at the office just to enjoy this one, honey. Oh, thank you. Baby, let me tell you something. We have, girl, then who was it? We had to fight the fun police in the last SLC recap. We started going off on a tangent about the credit cards. Jameer had to block a whole bunch of folks who tried. Jameer, you remember that? No, listen, that when that all hell broke loose in that live, I'm still not over that. I'm still in shock. I said, you will never get me to talk about that again. I could not believe it. When I saw y'all were fighting in that live, I said, oh no. I said, this is crazy. I said, who does this happen to? Baby, oh yes, honey, he was spicy. You said enough with the cards, like, sir, stop. Jealous he didn't have Amex. Yes, honey, Cardgate. That was the episode with Whitney's luncheon, that live. Girl, child, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose, honey. Child, I said, honey, what's cake? It was giving baddies in the chat. I said, oh no, we don't do this over here. This is a very classy establishment. Yes, honey, he was big mad. Cardgate had me screaming. He was talking about what did he say? He was like, can we get back to the recap, please? Talking about cars. What did he say? And he wrote his comment in all caps. I said, who are you screaming at? Cake and Cardgate. Baby, oh, I remember the Rush Card Crusaders were upset. Listen, they about to take. He was mad at me. I said, my God, today. Don't forget the bumping purses live. A mess. Yes, that's what he said. Yes, he was, and he said something else too, which really just set me off. I was like, who are you talking to? Baby, he was mad at me on that live. I said, oh Lord. Yes, cursing me out. I said, who are you cursing at, sir? This is my live. This is my channel. Oh my gosh. Child. Oh, yes, Lavette was very sweet. Lavette was just like, okay, girl, can you please like move this along? At least she was nice with it, okay? Oh my gosh. You said I knew he was gonna get blocked. Exactly. He's mad at me. Man, I didn't do nothing to you, sir. Yes, exactly. I was definitely on my Nene when she was telling off her son. When she said, remember when she said, I pay for the maid service, I pay for the door, she said, I pay for the dishwasher and for the doorbell to ring. Oh my gosh. Listen, honey, we were like, Child, people come on these lives and clown. I said, what? Like, why do y'all do this to me? Y'all, we always have a good time, but you always have a few people who come on here and clown, honey. Child. She said, honey, I pay for the dishwasher and for the doorbell to ring, okay? Oh my gosh. Listen, honey, I should have, oh my gosh. I don't know what I said to him. I was like, what did I say? And then Jameer blocked him so fast, I couldn't even like tell him off good because Jameer is quick with it though. Oh gosh. Yes, honey, on my Wi-Fi, okay? Listen, honey, you said we learned about Brazzers, Alexander Hamilton. We learned a lot in this community. I gotta say, that's actually so rude. No, it really is. It really is. Listen, child, if you go back to a few of these lives, I've had to really just let some folks know this ain't that. I promise you, don't let the smile fool you. Oh my gosh, y'all. Mm. Well, you can go back. You can go back and rewatch them. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. Listen, y'all, we have a good time. We have a good time, okay? Yes, honey, Jameer is the bouncer at the club, okay? Jameer throwing the people out like Uncle Phil would throw Jazz out on the Fresh Prince. Like, don't. Oh gosh. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yes, no, there are a lot. Yes, honey, I had to pop out and show and did. I don't know why. No, because you know what though? Some people want attention. You know, some people don't get any attention in real life and they see that there's a good time here. So they want some attention. No matter however way they can get it, they just want the attention. Because it has to be that. Because you know how crazy you look to come into somebody's live on their channel and tell them to be quiet, or like, that's wild to me. They want attention. They sitting up there in a dark room, lonely, eating hot Cheetos. They want some attention, haven't been on a date in 10 years. They're lonely. That's it. Because only a crazy person with no social skills would do that. Okay. Yeah, honey, they want their attention. Yes, a little 5 seconds of fame. Exactly. Yeah, honey, there's always somebody trying to come in and bust up the party. Yes, honey. No, not even their mama's Wi-Fi. Using the Wi-Fi across the street. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, y'all. Child, listen. Yeah, not paying no bill on. Oh, yes, I know it's true. It's true. Talking to me crazy. Oh my gosh, y'all have me in here screaming, please. Oh my gosh, y'all have me in tears tonight. Oh my gosh, you said in the library in the Corning watching Brazzers. Damn, getting kicked out because why are you watching Brazzers in a public space? Oh, y'all have my stomach hurting. Please, y'all. Y'all are just hilarious, please. Yes, honey. Like, argue with themselves, like that lady on the bus, that meme that I post on Twitter a lot, when that lady's having a full-on argument with her on an empty bus. She's like this. She's like doing this. And the camera pans to the back of the bus and nobody's there. That's how some folks look when they try to argue with me. That's what I think about when people try to argue with me in my comment section or in the live. I'm envisioning you like that lady on the bus when she's arguing with herself on the bus. That's what you look like to me. So think about that. When you attempt to argue with me on my channel, I'm viewing you as that crazy lady on the back of the bus arguing with nobody. And she's doing this. Like I said, oh girl, you really told them. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh. Honey, oh gosh, y'all really have me screaming so hard. Oh goodness. Child. I'll bet you money. There's gonna be somebody watching the replay of this mad because I said hot Cheetos. There's gonna be somebody trying to get mad at me about saying hot Cheetos. Folks just want to be mad about something. Oh goodness. Child. Listen, there's gonna be baby, you have people people finding a way to be mad. People being triggered about the dumbest stuff. Oh gosh, man. Child. You said mad at the pets comment. Okay, so they're gonna be mad about the pets comment. They're gonna be mad about my comments about Bronwyn when listening to them when they were talking about her on the deck. They're gonna be mad at probably this, and they're gonna be mad at something else too. So, and I'll be sitting there laughing in my head as I see their comments. Oh goodness gracious, honey. And then yes, mad at me for wanting to be airlifted out. Exactly. Yes, they're gonna be mad about the whole outside clothes on the bed. There's gonna be some nut talking about, oh yeah, well, I sleep in my work boots and I sleep with my coat on and I sleep. There's gonna be some weirdo out there saying they sleep in their raincoat and oh my gosh. Child, let me tell you something. Y'all. Child, let me tell y'all. Child, baby, let me tell you something. You have people who are so miserable, they will find a way to be mad. If I say I like French toast, they're mad about that. They're mad about. Now, hold on. Now, let me just say this, Greg. Let me just say this. I just have to rant about this quickly. It'll be my last time talking about it. But you've been following my Potomac recaps, right? And I told you guys a story about me and Wendy in August, right? Regarding the lives that I've done on Wendy and Eddie and this whole situation, I can truly say that I've been fair. And the other day, I had to just let a few folks in my comment section know I don't understand like this smoke that I'm getting when I comment on Wendy and what's going on, right? Now, if we're being honest, my peers in the space have been doing a great job talking about everything, but we can be honest. People have been saying a lot worse than what I've been saying. Calling her Wendy Othefto, Oklepto, Decepto. I have not said any of that. The same folks trying to get on me saying, oh, how that's messed up. You're laughing at her downfall, whatever. You're the same people I see in my peers' comment section laughing at them making fun of her. There's a big time YouTuber. She's Nigerian. A lot of y'all follow her. Beautiful woman. She's an older woman. I found her when she was talking about the whole Shanquella Robinson case, but she did a video on Wendy and Eddie. And she was like, my fellow Nigerian brother and sister, I'm ashamed of y'all. You know, like, I hope they throw the book at y'all, like going in on them, saying, I hope the worst for y'all. I have not said anything of the sort. I've always talked about how I feel bad for their kids. They have a beautiful family. So to hear to see the smoke that I'm getting when I say one little thing is baffling to me, because I'm like, how are y'all laughing at other content creators saying the worst things about them, but I'm getting, like, it doesn't make any sense. My one last thing. It's just really funny because if this were Giselle, Robin, Monique, Candace, Ashley, whoever, we talk about any housewife who's going through scandal, DUIs, divorces, cheating scandals, money problems. Why all of a sudden now do we have to handle Wendy and Eddie's case with kid gloves? So we can't talk about what Wendy's going through? Like the same way that I was hard on Karen, even though I do like Karen, now I can't say anything about Wendy. Like, it's mind-boggling. I love Fumi. Love Fumi down. But I just think it's so funny to me. And it's like, it shows you that people want to be offended, because the same people who are laughing on my peers' videos about this whole thing, they want to hold me to a different standard where I can't say anything. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. I think people gave you smoke because maybe what they would do, what Wendy did, people sympathize with people who do similar things as them. I think, you know what I think? I honestly feel like a lot of the people who are giving me heat for it, they're just mad that I'm not Team Wendy now. Like, I don't harbor any ill feelings towards her, but it's just not the same. I think that folks are really upset that I'm no longer Team Wendy. So now whatever I say or do, it's like I can't win. I gave Wendy her props in this last recap, and I still have folks saying, oh, you know, you're just bashing her. I'm like, you obviously just want to be a contrarian because I gave Wendy her props. And like, it's wild. So I guess when I bring this whole thing up about folks always trying to start with me, it's really wild. It's like, I could say I love French toast, I could say I love truffle fries, and I'll have somebody say, oh, you know, well, some people can't afford truffle fries. Or it's like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. So, ciao. I appreciate y'all in the chat. Ciao. Okay, listen, listen, y'all. I had to get that off of my chest. I had to get that off of my chest, child, because I just said, this is ridiculous. Child, now don't get me in trouble, French Full of Circle podcast. No, I love y'all. I just had to get that off of my chest because I'm just like, am I not seeing something? Because people are going in. People are going in, and I haven't said 1/10 of what other people are saying, but I'm getting all this smoke. It's bizarre, and I'm like, it's just like, I'm to the point where it's like the block hand is about to be real strong, because don't come here with that foolishness. I'm like, this is crazy. I can't say anything. Very true. Very true. Yes. I've never, not one time. It's like, damn, I could say I like, waffles, and like, also, you hate people who like pancakes. It's just like, there's always a few who just love to just pick at me, and it's like, it's wild. So I appreciate y'all. I really do. I truly do. I truly do. If you do disagree with me on some stuff, you guys keep it respectful. I really appreciate y'all because babe, y'all will see people try to come at me crazy. And I'm just like, child. Oh, can you say that again, please? Can you say that again, please? Okay. Child. You said I'll be in the comments too. I'm telling you, and how much you want to bet, y'all? I'm gonna get some commentary about this. Why are you bringing this up? Why are you in your feelings? Oh gosh, y'all. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate this. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for saying this. Because I'm like, I know I'm not going crazy. Child. No, I'm serious. Listen, that's the voice in my head when I see really crazy, nasty comments. That's how I read it. I read it in that voice. When people are just comment, it's just like I'm reading it in that crazy voice because what they're saying is crazy. Child. Oh gosh. They can log off if they don't agree. I disagree with you a lot sometimes, but it's not that serious. Yeah, it's never that serious. Ever. And I feel like this. If you don't like what I'm saying, if you don't care for me, you do not have to watch me. I promise you, I am not pressed. You don't, I promise you. But I always say to y'all, you guys will hear me say, I'm gonna get some respect in on this channel. I always say that. Y'all know, like, you can't just talk to me any old way. Hey, D Rich one, thank you for the super chat. Fools just want to get a rise out of you. #block. No, they do, because it doesn't make any sense. And we're just here to have a good time. Listen. Oh no, let them know, Greg. Let them know, Greg. Let them know. No, it's the truth. It's the truth. No, seriously, respect in your own home is true. It's very true. Listen, I'm here to provide a laugh. I'm here to put a smile on your face. I want you guys to have fun. We're here for a good time. This is not that deep. We have pressing matters in this country. Every day that you wake up is a blessing. Okay, I'm here to put a smile on your face. I get messages all the time saying, "Oh, Brooke, you put a smile." I got the most beautiful message the other day from one of y'all. Like, I get the sweetest emails. So I don't pay attention to, I try not to pay attention to, the stupidity. And I also want to say, I really do appreciate y'all. And I'm going to do a better job of not paying attention to the mess, because I don't want to dwell on that. Like, there's more love than there is nonsense. So I just want to give you guys your flowers, because I just really appreciate y'all. I really do. I do. No, it's true. No, it's true. RESPE, respect me. Oh gosh. Yes, it's true. No, it's very true. But and think about this. The same way that people have changed their minds about me, I've had subscribers who love me to death. And I said something about somebody on Jersey or Potomac or whoever, and now they don't watch me anymore. And that's their right. They're allowed to. So it's like, give me that same grace too. I'm allowed to change my mind about Housewives anytime. One day I like this person, maybe I don't like her, but it's all out of fun. It's just, I don't know. People want you to like who they like, don't like who they don't like, and if anything changes, then they're really upset with you. It's wild. I agree too. They take advantage of you being one of the few YouTubers that actually respond and engage with their community in real time. Yes, no, I think, no, I agree. I do, definitely. I do think that that's true too. I think so. Yep. They want to run things since they don't in their lives. Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you so much. You've been a person of character. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, no, listen. We're here I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to have a good time. I don't know about y'all. I'm here to have a good time. And I want to provide that for you guys. You know what I'm saying? There's too much going on in the world for us to be getting bent out of shape over housewives. We're here to have a good time, throw some shade, be silly, have a cute drink, a cute key, a laugh, and keep it pushing. Okay. So you said one episode you started it with, if you love Garcelle, don't listen. So I didn't. Exactly. Listen, I always let y'all know, listen, if you're going to be mad at what I say, you might not want to listen. I always let y'all know, listen, y'all, you might not be happy with what I'm going to say. So I'm going to let you know right now, feel free to exit off. It's no hard feelings. It's true. It's respectful over here. It's the best place to laugh. No, we have a good time here. We have a good time here. We're here until the wheels fall off. Oh, I know that's right. Yes, honey, blue wave, baby. Yes, okay. Why are people engaging with content they don't like? It's lunacy. It's obsession. It's a fixation. It's a few other things that I think that I won't say. But yeah, it's definitely there's something wrong. And people don't know sometimes whether they like you or don't like you, but it's a fixation. And a lot of people some people are unhappy. The people who come on here with nonsense are unhappy, lonely. They want attention any way they can get it. So they get stupid. So wait, what did I miss? Brooke does give a disclaimer. Yes. Even if I disagree, I love that you're fair. Wait, what did I miss? I missed somebody saying something. I missed did I miss something? Because I saw somebody saying, "Oh, is your whose birthday? Who sending you love?" Well, I'm sending you love too. Did I like let me know, what did I miss? Well, happy early birthday, Paula New in 5020. Happy early birthday to you. And I feel like I missed something, but I'm sending you love. But yes, guys, I'm here for a good time. I'm here for a laugh. You know. Oh, early birthday, turning. Oh my gosh, well, God bless you. Happy early birthday to you. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Oh, it's you okay, wait, no, it's not your birthday, Paula. It's your birthday. Oh, happy early birthday to you. And if it's your birthday, happy early birthday to you too. Oh, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Oh, thank you so much. In a short time I've subscribed. I've had nothing but a good time. Oh, thank you. I'm very I appreciate that. Yes, no, I have a good time. Like in my real life, I have a great time and I bring that here. And I want you guys to have a good time. And I'm very like I'm very strict about that, like having a fun time. Like if my energy is off on a day that I have to film, I will be late with a recap before I come on here in a bad mood, because I'm here to entertain you guys, take your minds off of whatever is going on. But yeah, we're here to have fun. Would I ever do call-ins like Empire does sometimes? Yeah, I'd be down for a call-in. I'd be down. We could chat it up. I've done call-ins before. Not many times, but I've done a few call-ins before. Yes, I'm a good time girl. You know, we have a good time. Yeah, Ayana, no, what you're saying, if I said it, it would be looked at as arrogant. But no, I'm well aware of. I know. No, what you're saying is not a lie. I agree with you. I know. Oh, look at you reading me. Look at you reading me saying, was this not meant to be a short live? Oh my gosh. Now I don't know if you're reading me or if it's being said in jest. but you know how it goes over here. Now I think you're new. I don't think I've seen your name before. But if you're new here, a short live is like 2.5 hours. I think they might be new here. Oh, meant to be and what it is not the same. You you guys know when I say it's going to be a short live, it's not going to be a short live. I think my shortest live was like 1:40. No, this is very true. This is you're telling the truth. You're telling the truth. These are conversations I do have offline. You're not lying. You're telling the truth. You're telling the truth. Yes, honey, we yap over here. Oh, it's always in jest. LOL, been here for a while, but never comment. Watching from Ireland. Oh, hey, well, I'm happy that you're here. I'm very happy. Well, yes, we have a good old time talking for a short time. Brooke's lives be like a delay on a flight. Oh gosh. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you. We do the long goodbyes, honey. You know how Black folks do. We do a long goodbye. We were supposed to leave like an hour ago. We still talk about, oh yeah, okay, so I'll see you later. Hour later, I'll see you later. Oh gosh. Oh, well, guys. No, truly, yes, honey, it's definitely a church goodbye. Yes, the lines be like waiting on traffic on the way to work. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. These lines like a good church service when the preaching get good. We're gonna be here for a while. Thank you. Oh, y'all have me screaming in here. You said you guys are about to have me doing a 4-hour live. I did do the longest live I did was a 4-hour live in the summer. That was a really good live. So you said my husband hates my long goodbyes. 30 minutes later, still not gone. Child, don't I know it. Yes, honey, always a good time over here. Exactly. Yes, honey, we zipping it and zooing it. Okay, exactly. Oh, well, I'm happy to hear that. I'm very happy to hear that. It's 1 a.m. in Germany. I should be asleep. Oh my gosh, stop it. Oh my, look at me keeping y'all up. I'm honored that you're in the chat. Oh, do we have another birthday in here, the room too? Happy birthdays. Meredith, is it your birthday? Happy birthday. These are the combos that got me through the panorama, child. You guys are so funny. Yes, we've Italy. Oh, I love Italy. It was the Beverly Hills live recap. No, you know what it was? It was an OC recap. And it was also my review of the conference that I went to. I think you were in the live. It was the Sip and Slay. I did the Sip. I went to Sip and Slay and I did the review, my honest review of Sip and Slay. It was that. And we had a really good conversation about, are these panels scams? Are these empowerment seminars? Like, what do you think about them? That was a really good discussion. That was 4 hours. And then, yes, the Wendy, yes, you remember. Yep, I talked about Sip and Slay. Yep, you were in there. Sip and Slay. No, I was going to say something else. No, and then the day of Wendy and Eddie's arrest, I was on all day. I did like a 3-hour. The first live was 3 hours, and then I did another video. I did 3 videos, 2 lives and 1 video in one day. So that was like that was a day. Yes, you remember that? Yes, they serve, yes, with the cold Chipotle bowls. And I bought the VIP ticket, and yes, you remember. That was a really good conversation. Yep, yep. That was a really good conversation. Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you. Oh, I love this. Brooke, you got me through my entire night, my entire shift, and now I'm about to go see Kate Trinata. Oh, have a good time. Oh, you're gonna have such a good time. Have the best time tonight. Yeah, no, that was listen, I mean, I was literally glued. I mean, I spent the entire day with y'all that day when the Wendy and Eddie arrest broke out. I was online from 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was like I was with you guys. We were together for the whole day. Like you guys were like, Brooke, I watched you my entire day at work today. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Oh gosh. Oh, I am screaming. I was like, damn, Brooke is working. No, I was literally working. I was like, I've never worked so hard. Yeah, we took a mini lunch break. Yes, yes. No, I was like, and I texted Kempire. I was like, Kempire, like, no, I know how you feel because he turns those videos out and does it flawlessly. And I was like, okay, like I'm in the big leagues now because wow, like that was a day. Yes. Yeah, no, I know because the lives had like 2,800 people, 3,000 people. That it was wild. And it was like going so fast. I was like, oh my gosh, like this was that what a wild day. Oh, one more thing. Oh my gosh. Brooke, thank you for getting me through school. Your recast made me laugh when I was tired. Now I've graduated. Grateful for you being you. Oh my gosh, congratulations. See, it's the comments like this that say this is worth it. No, thank you. No, wow. Congratulations. Like God bless you. This is beautiful. And I'm honored. Thank you. Thank you so much. Like that. Wow. You're gonna make me cry, but no, this is like worth more than gold when I get comments like this or emails like, oh my, I love y'all. Congratulations, Meredith. Like this is amazing. You should be very proud of yourself. God bless you. Oh, thank you so much. No, I wouldn't be here without y'all, I would not be here without y'all. Thank you guys for taking a chance on me. Like it's there's no me without you guys, so I'm very thankful, very blessed. This is just living my wildest dreams, and it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing, and I love hearing. I love just beautiful. No, but God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Oh, yes. Okay. No, Lisbon is on my list. Lisbon is on my list to visit. You might see me there sooner than later. We will stay rising. Exactly. Yeah. Getting their degrees. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you. Meet and greet in Lisbon. Yes. Yes. I will. No, because I know you guys will like literally beat me over the head with a club if I go somewhere else and don't do a meet and greet. Toronto. Oh, I have to visit Toronto. Oh, Meredith shared that she graduated. Will I ever do a meet and greet? No, I will. I promise I will. I've just been busy. I promise. I totally will. We will be talking from like sun up to sundown. We will do one. I know I have to do one in New York. Everybody in New York is like, Brooke, how can you skip home like this? I have to do a meet and greet everywhere, but I will do one. When I do one, you guys will be the first to know. Yes, I have to figure out what day. It would probably be Sunday. It'll probably be Sunday when BravoCon is over. Like when it'll probably be Sunday evening. Like if hopefully, I mean, most people leave on Monday, but yeah, Sunday I would like to do one because BravoCon is packed and you have the other events going on after. So I think it would probably be Sunday evening, a meet and greet at one of the bars or something. So, ciao. Okay, I will add that. I will add that to my list of places. Oh, you don't understand. I used to live in Chicago. I visit Chicago fairly often. I need to do a meet and greet in Chicago. We can do Gibson's or Hugo's Frog Bar, somewhere in the Viagra Triangle. What? South Loop, River North, Gold Coast? We could do a meet and greet at Lou Malnati's, okay? Get some deep dish pizza. Absolutely. I'm every time I'm in Chicago too, some of y'all who follow me on Instagram will say, Brooke, like, can you do something? Like, I'm right here. So I don't know if you've been to Houston, Brooke, but that's where I am. Yes, so I've not been to Houston. I need to go to Houston. I want to go to the Galleria, but is the Galleria good? Because I've seen that there's been some stuff happening at the Galleria. But yes, Houston, I definitely have to come to Houston and we'll have a good time. Okay. No, I absolutely love. Yeah, I went to Chicago for college. Graduated and everything. Yep. Lived in the South Loop. I lived in Lakeview. You need to have a list. I love please. I love Miami. That's not even like, I love Miami. Me and Miami go together. We are like this. The Ritz-Carlton South Beach, that favorite hotel every time. That's where I stay. I love Miami down. Like me and Miami go together. You don't even have to pull my leg. I will gladly. We can do Carbone in Miami, Sexy Fish, Joe's Stone Crab in Miami. I love New Orleans. Like we can do Acme's Oyster House. Please. Well, we can listen, y'all. When I come to Tampa or Orlando, I could do Tampa or Orlando. Yeah. I've been to Tampa. I was actually there for a cousin's wedding the year before last. Yeah, no, New Orleans, I have never, I feel like I said it about every city, but like New Orleans really is that girl. Like New Orleans really is that girl. I said, wait, beautiful city, beautiful people. New Orleans, everything. What? Me sitting here like, because I'm in the Caribbean. Yes, but I'll come to the Caribbean too now. Oh, y'all are so sweet. The series can be Brooke's Bites, where you travel and review the spread. Oh yes, that's really cute. Now, if I use this idea, I will give you your 10%, child, because I don't want you coming after me saying, "Well, I said that in the chat on November 5th, 2025." Brooke, you need to do an official tour because I would definitely buy a ticket to come see you. Oh my gosh, thank you. When I do one, I will definitely give you guys dates and times and all that. I'm planning to take a trip this December. Any recommendations? Somewhere warm? Oh, I mean, I don't know, like what. There's so many. I mean, would you want to do Miami? Would you want to do Mexico? Cancun, Bahamas? Those are the top. That's top of mind. Brooke, I'm in South Africa. Honey, listen, we're worldwide. No, New Orleans really is that girl. Oh, absolutely. We might have to go to Nevis. I'm not mad at that. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. No, New Orleans. fabulous, but just amazing time. Tulum is much more affordable now too. We need to support Brooke then. Let's repair our coins. Houston, I'll be there. I love this. This is so cute. The doll tour 2026. Thank you. Yeah, no, I was in Mexico in September. I was in Cancun. So Cancun is top of mind. Cancun is fabulous. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, I think it's time, cuz it's like overdue. I need to like meet y'all, and just say, "Hey guys." Oh yeah, Cafe du Monde. They have amazing beignets. I think um the Roosevelt Hotel, they have amazing beignets too. Brooke, pull up to Atlanta. Yeah, I need to. I have family in Atlanta. I used to go to Atlanta a lot when I was a teenager. I was always in Atlanta. I haven't been in a while. I used to be up in Phipps Plaza and Lenox and yeah, Buckhead, Atlantic Station. Yeah, oh yeah. I need to, yeah, it's been a while since I've been to Atlanta. I need to make my way back to Atlanta for sure. You have me screaming. The dress code is box braids and red bottoms. LOL. Oh, have a really good time. That's going to be nice, and the weather should be really nice too in Myrtle Beach. Have fun. Yes, I will let you know. I have to go to Atlanta because I have not seen Scotty. Shout out to Scotty, Scotty by Nature here on YouTube. Love him. When he was in New York, we had the best time. We went out for dinner, the best time. But I know Scotty moved to Atlanta, and I'm like, Scotty, I need to see you. So yes, when I'm in Atlanta, I'm gonna stay for like a good week because yeah, I got to see y'all. I got to see Scotty. Like yeah, it'll be a good time. Oh yeah, I do love I do want to do Dallas. Yes. Yeah, Dallas, and Dallas is home to Neiman Marcus, one of my favorite stores ever. I have to. I want to go to Highland Park. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll do Dallas. I'll do Dallas. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh yes, I love Erica. Erica De Niro, shout out to her. Love her, the diva, honey. Yes, that would be fun. I'm praying that Erica hops back on for Potomac for this season because her reviews, love her reviews for Potomac. Set up a dinner. We love good food. Yes. Oh. Nashville. I do need to do Nashville. I have family in Nashville too. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna hop off of here. I need to think about cities to see y'all in, and we'll reconvene. No, the West Coast does not get forgotten because I love LA. I'm an LA girl. I was in LA in July. Let's I love LA down. I used to live in LA actually. When I graduated from college, I moved to Los Angeles. That's a whole story in itself, but but yes, I did live in Los Angeles briefly. I lived in West Hollywood. But yeah, no, I love the West Coast. And me and In-N-Out Burger go together. Brooke needs to hire a team. I do. Oh gosh. Used to live in San Diego. It's beautiful. I'll come to Nashville. My sister lives in Nashville. Oh, cool. I never missed a video from you, the diva, and Rodney. Oh, I love Rodney as well. I mean, I do have one for my podcast. So like I do have a manager for my podcast. He's awesome. But guys, I am going to wait, I just want to make sure I did not miss any super chats. No, but guys, I'm going to end the live here. And this is a good time. This was a real good time. Oh, before I go, I don't know if you guys know, but they moved Wendy and Eddie's court hearing. It's no longer this Friday. It's been moved to next month. Wendy's court hearing is December 2nd at 8:45 a.m. and Eddie's court hearing now is December 12th, 10 days after hers. So just so we're clear, so I just want to let you know, like, don't say, oh, Brooke, did you hear the news or whatever? Like, don't think that something happened if you don't hear news about their court hearing. It's not this week. It's been moved to next month. So just thought I would share that. But yeah, guys, I am going to end the live here. Yeah, they're going to air her wife swap episode still on Sunday. I guess, yeah, they can't move it anymore. They're still going to air hers out. They're going to push it till after the holidays. No, I know. I know. And y'all called me out saying, now, Brooke, when is it ever short? So, all right, guys. But I'm going to end the live here. I hope y'all enjoyed. I had a great time. Thank you all for joining me. You guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I will see you all later. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you to everybody. Y'all are the best. Thank you, guys. All right. Bye, guys. I'll see you later.